Welcome to the Grand Awakening ceremony. It is finally time for these lazy slackers to face reality. Say goodbye to the carefree teenage days. That arrogant blonde punk Fang Yang mocks everyone betting they will unlock useless lifestyle classes. What an absolute bunch of pathetic extras. Meanwhile, his chubby lackey is practically choking on his own ridiculous flattery. Praises brother Fang to the heavens for awakening a rare combat class. Suddenly, a mysterious figure slams hard right into his shoulder. Bootlicker number 2 immediately barks like a wild dog, who has the absolute death wish to disrespect Brother Fang without apologizing. But the teen merely glances back, drops a half-hearted sorry, and casually strolls right away. Fang smirks like a classic villain enjoying his so-called main character energy. The chubby minion nervously asks if that arrogant punk might secretly be some terrifying young master. Fang cackles like a total maniac. Are you completely clueless about the tragic fall of the Lin clan? Those glorious fools were mysteriously wiped off the map a decade ago. That kid is Lin Han, the final piece of trash remaining. Fang loudly mocks the sheer absurdity. Why would this absolute loser even show up just to suffer ultimate humiliation? Meanwhile, Lin Han simply smiles with absolute calm. Only pathetic weaklings stand on the sidelines barking like noisy chihuahuas. They actually believe a basic rare class makes them gods. Let me show these clowns. True heaven-defying talent. He touches the awakening stone. A massive phantom Buddha suddenly manifests overhead, unleashing violent gales. The crowd scrambles to shield themselves in absolute panic. Fang trembles in utter disbelief. Did that trash actually awaken a legendary class? He is about to be utterly humiliated. But the dramatic light reveals a secret class, Beast Tamer. The female students immediately start gossiping, sighing over such a handsome face being entirely wasted. Lin Han remains totally unfazed while Fang struts forward. Do you honestly believe your miserable fate just miraculously turned around? Remember this perfectly. Every beast tamer is utter garbage. Tamed monsters devour an astronomical mountain of resources to level up. You have zero clan backing and your pockets are completely empty. Our bold protagonist smoothly counters. Well, look at this barking dog. Are you not Fang Rong's little brother? The guy whose only defining trait is coasting blindly on a slightly decent class. The arrogant blonde completely loses his mind. He furiously orders everyone to shut up, throwing a violent punch while screaming he will end him. Suddenly, a stylish heel enters the frame. An incredibly gorgeous flying dropkick crashes down with absolute breathtaking perfection. Blood explosively sprays as the punk launches like a rag doll. What was that terrifying power? No shocker, just behold the glorious thickness of Bai Bing's thighs. Meet the legendary Bai Bing. She coldly declares that a filthy piece of trash has absolutely zero right to insult her precious student. Evaporate instantly, or I will peel the skin right off your bones. Damn, what a terrifying aura. The defeated bully scrambles away, violently shivering. He knows this crazy Bai Bing is totally infamous, but her family background is a towering mountain he simply cannot afford to blindly provoke. Meanwhile, the fierce goddess turns incredibly sweet. You unlocked a legendary secret class. Teacher, please do not flatter me. Stop teasing me. But she playfully pouts, reminding him of her ultimate rule. Outside the academy walls, he absolutely must call her big sister, not some boring teacher. He really needs to fix that habit. She gently pinches his cheek with an affectionate smile. You already know exactly how this classic romantic tension feels. The sugar, mommy vibes are hitting incredibly hard. Suddenly, the classic romance tropes are completely reversed. Usually wealthy young masters flash black cards to steal hearts, but here the gorgeous teacher is the sponsor. What a crazy twist. I have never seen such insane perks in one scene. Gold cards, rich benefits, everything. She bestows the wealth perfectly, knowing that raising tamed beasts burns massive cash, and our bold protagonist, he shamelessly accepted the golden ticket without blinking. He dramatically swears to dedicate his entire soul to her, while she comically smashes his face right into the pavement. Following that hilarious chaos, the scene beautifully transitions to our protagonist's incredibly luxurious mansion. Well, it is actually a total dump, but poverty means absolutely nothing because it is finally time to flex his almighty cheat system. The next chapter reveals his tragic origins. He was once the glorious heir of the mighty Lin clan. However, 3 long years ago, he returned home to find his entire legacy annihilated by a terrifying monster stampede. What a total nightmare. The body's original owner instantly dropped dead from pure crushing despair. The fragile heir literally crumbled into dust, and our current protagonist magically awakened inside his corpse. Now, after 3 agonizing years of waiting, his golden finger system has finally booted up. He absolutely knew it deep down. Transmigrating to a magical universe without an overpowered cheat skill. That violates every single rule of isekai logic. Profile name, Lin Han. Secret class, Beast Tamer. Honestly, his starter attributes are not completely garbage. Just behold those perfectly decent numbers glowing on the screen. 50 points in agility, 110 in pure spirit. Truly, a solid foundation. The mechanical voice echoes in his brain, explaining it remained dormant until his fateful class awakening triggered the launch. His first legendary quest drops with a greedy title. Miracles demand cash and destiny is purchased. He must burn exactly 100,000 gold coins to unlock an advanced gacha module. Our broke main character immediately begins cursing his miserable luck. This greedy parasite definitely sensed the massive fortune Big Sister just gave him, and now it wants to ruthlessly extort him. Regardless, he aggressively commands the interface to initiate the quest and explain its shady mechanics. Instantly, his consciousness teleports to a mysterious, majestic planet floating beautifully in deep outer space. The mechanical system congratulates his premium unlock. Behold the legendary Cosmic Summoning Hall, the ultimate sanctuary to obtain heaven-defying ultra-rare mythical beasts. Just peeking at those monstrous silhouettes screams pure overpowered energy. But the system pops a harsh warning. Stage 1 limits him to a single pet. Every 10 levels shatters a new tier limit. The glorious grind for legendary summons begins. His heart hammers with anticipation. This absolute cheat skill guarantees god-tier beastly companions. Yielding to temptation, he completely empties his digital wallet to roll the gacha immediately. He selects the grand icon but spawns a cheap dark web bug. Wait, it is a microscopic ant wandering across his finger. Did he seriously just blow 100,000 coins on a literal insect? Suddenly, a binding contract activates. The tiny bug violently mutates into an absolute behemoth. Judging by that fierce aura, she is definitely a royal queen. Our main character smirks, realizing world domination starts tomorrow. Fast forward to exam day at Shadow Mountain, where the generic mob squad gathers. The supervisor declares today is judgment day for everyone's newly awakened class potentials. That bearded meathead Gao Chong barks that Bai Bing had a sudden emergency and vanished today. Our boy casually flexes a smirk, mentally bragging about his divine insect waifu. Meanwhile, Gao Chong bellows that the magical gate will teleport them to appropriately leveled zones. Suddenly, a heavy hand firmly slaps Lin's shoulder from behind. It is Long Chen Xiao, his delightfully chubby buddy, curiously asking if Lin successfully bonded a pet. Long sweetly offers to carry him. But arrogant Fang Yang aggressively interrupts, mocking that any weakling needing a tutorial carry should permanently log off. Then he arrogantly tosses Lin a pitiful bone. Bark like a pathetic dog, and maybe Fang will grant him a pity party slot. Lin innocently asks if they are a canine guild. Fang cackles loudly before his remaining brain cells process the brutal roast. Classic villain behavior, instantly throwing a tantrum. But our protagonist casually catches the incoming fist, wondering if Fang skipped breakfast today. Fang freezes in absolute shock. Lin is a fragile tamer. How did a squishy support class casually block physical damage? Instantly, the instructor barks at Lin Han to stop causing drama. Long anxiously offers backup, but Lin waves him off with absolute zero panic. However, dirty tactics are at play. Fang secretly bribed the proctor to guarantee Lin a deadly one-way ticket. The corrupt teacher glares, sneering that a pathetic trash-tier kid dares breathe near his precious Bai Bing. The single bachelor life is brutally tragic indeed. Dating brings equal headaches. Total emotional damage everywhere. Ignoring the hate, our hero enters the ferocious Dungeon Wolf territory, a lethal zone strictly meant for levels 11 to 20. Spawning into a high-tier death trap feels super suspicious. Instantly, glowing predatory eyes emerge. Completely encircled by drooling beasts, he simply taps his inventory. Time to wake up, majestic queen. Brilliant holy light erupts. She materializes with gorgeous curves, blinking sleepily before fiercely vowing to protect her glorious master. Celestial Queen Ant level 10, boasting 800 raw strength points. Meanwhile, Lin only possesses 50 points. He chuckles, eager to unleash absolute combat chaos. Furthermore, sharing her ridiculous passive skills grants him an overwhelmingly massive personal stat boost. Suddenly, the gorgeous monster blitzes forward with devastating martial arts. Honestly, the comic panel framing is tragic. The artist seriously needs cinematography lessons. Regardless, the entire wolf pack gets instantly deleted. I hyped her supreme majesty up, yet she looks delightfully depressed. Lin Han showers her with praise, amazed by her devastating instant kill capabilities at base level. Once she truly levels up, the local ecosystem is officially doomed. Actually, these pathetic mobs never stood a microscopic chance anyway. However, Lin desperately craves some thrilling combat action too. Fueled by her insane buff multiplier, his physical stats easily rival pure combat classes now. His adorable pet tilts her head. She nervously questions his logic. He laughingly admits he is totally frail compared to her monstrous might, yet sitting back feels boring. He pats her gently, hilariously, unable to match her terrifying title with her cute appearance. To him, she is just a precious cinnamon roll defender. He leans in barely 10 centimeters, and his face instantly turns tomato red. Classic virgin main character energy right there. Lurking in the shadows, some sketchy thugs are whispering. Wait, wasn't this newbie supposed to be flying solo? Instructor Gao Chong promised them an easy, isolated target. But reality is painting a very different picture. Instead, there's a top-tier beauty with killer curves standing right beside him. These scumbags are suddenly thirsting over a literal insect. The bald thug snaps them back to reality. He warns the crew not to underestimate her terrifying aura. The plan: wait for an opening launch, a sneak attack, and assassinate the kid immediately. But plotting is useless. He turns around to find the furious ant girl chokeholding his buddy. "You dare target my master." The thug freezes in absolute terror. His comrade was instantly overpowered. He panics, realizing this monster girl is easily level 20. Lin Han yells at her to block the exit. The fleeing thug sprints deeper into the dungeon, only to get brutally squashed by a massive paw. Our main character freezes, ordering his summon to hold her ground. Wasn't this supposed to be a basic level 11 to 20 zone? So why in the world is a level 22 Wolf King standing right here? The trapped thug cries for mercy, but gets instantly flattened into a meat pancake. Ding, the system mission updates. Slay the boss, earn 200 beast points. A juicy reward, but Lin Han knows this fight is pure suicide. He signals for a tactical retreat. But there's a psychotic grin spreading across the ant girl's face. Running away isn't in her vocabulary. Left with zero options, he screams for her to attack. She launches herself at the alpha wolf like a missile. The beast snaps its deadly jaws, but she barely sidesteps the fatal bite. Still, the overwhelming pressure leaves her dripping in sweat. Bam! The monstrous wolf headbutts her, launching her violently into the sky. It unleashes an anime-style combo. Teleporting upward, it strikes her defenseless body and smashes her straight into the dirt, and the assault continues. Pinning her instantly, the beast unleashes a relentless barrage of heavy stomps. Holy crap, our fierce ant girl is getting absolutely decimated. Lin Han clenches his fists. Without a major power-up, she's completely outmatched in this terrifying one-sided massacre. But the nightmare escalates. A vicious pack of subordinate wolves begins circling him from the shadows. Dodging the first strike, he grips a shovel tightly. I refuse to die as a mob character. He literally uses one wolf as a weapon to bludgeon. Another system prompt, 9 out of 10 killed. With savage strength, he rips a wolf's jaws entirely in half. Boom, the 10-kill objective is spectacularly cleared. 100 shiny beast points acquired. Without wasting a single second, he commands his summon to activate frenzy mode. This ultimate skill burns 100 points to unleash a 100% power strike. The catch, a massive 5-minute cooldown timer. Flash. She instantly shrinks down into a microscopic ant, buzzing erratically around the towering boss. The massive wolf looks around, completely dumbfounded by her disappearing act. Then kaboom. A devastating cannon-like impact blasts its chest. She dealt that massive blow while microscopic. Now absolutely enraged, she shrieks with pure unhinged madness. Copying her master's brutality, she crawls right inside the beast's open wound. Reverting to full size, she literally explodes the monster from the inside out. Ding boss subjugation successful. A massive wave of 1,500 experience points floods into him. Lin Han's jaw drops. A level 22 tyrant obliterated just like that. His psycho summon stands proudly flashing that terrifyingly sweet smile. Yeah, she definitely has a few screws loose. Did the system fry her brain, or is she naturally this crazed about glorious slaughter? A holographic prompt flashes, reminding him to scoop up the epic boss drops. Her bloodlust suddenly fades. Radiating pure sunshine, she bear hugs him tightly. Master Eye squished the bad doggy. Instantly turning into a cheesy rom-com male lead, he awkwardly embraces her. Why is his heart pounding so frantically at this absurd sweetness? Yawning adorably, she claims she's sleepy. He lets her drift off, realizing her miniature form is ridiculously convenient. A literal pocket-sized powerhouse to carry around. For now, he gently pats her head with an affectionate smile. Soon, she's peacefully curled up on his shoulder. Staring at the glowing interface, he marvels at how this reality perfectly mimics an RPG. Time to inspect the glorious loot this boss dropped. First up, a wolf fang sword. It needs level 22 to equip, boosting stats while granting a frenzy effect and a 5% power buff. Plus an ice staff. He could totally bribe his senior with this. He's practically vibrating with hype. The grind is simple. Hunt level up and sell drops to survive. But wait, killing that overpowered boss miraculously skyrocketed him straight to level 10. He must trigger his class advancement immediately, or he'll be permanently stuck at level 10. Lin Han is totally baffled. He never expected one boss kill to instantly max his beginner rank. His original plan to casually farm mobs is totally ruined. Now he has to face the real system trials, but before bouncing, it's interrogation time. He needs a sweet little chat with those two grounded idiots to expose their sketchy villain plot. Hours later, outside the dungeon gate, an entire medical squad stands on high alert. Instructor Cao Chong barks at them to prepare for casualties. Inwardly, he smirks, thinking it's truly a tragic pity some brats simply won't survive. Suddenly, a voice shatters his delusions. It's the absolute boss, Big Sis. The crowd buzzes, wondering why the queen arrived. Wasn't she swamped? Sweating Cao Chong scrambles. Greetings, Professor Ba. We are merely welcoming our heroic students back. No need to grace us with your presence. But she ignores his flattery, demanding answers about Lin Han's rigged trial parameters immediately. Cao Chong puffs out his chest, warning her to back off. Favoritism or not, he's the head instructor dictating the rules here. He spouts garbage about treating everyone totally equally. Then this absolute creep suggests having a cozy, private little meeting to discuss curriculum improvements. Absolute madness. Ash-cold steel kisses his throat. She draws a dagger, ordering him to drop the comedy act and start talking. Cao Chong stutters pathetically. I am utterly clueless, Miss Ba, he squeaks. She bites back. Lin Han barely awakened his beast tamer class. Why drop him in a level 20 hellscape? The kid cannot even survive, much less dominate a beast in that absolute slaughterhouse. You think he is easy prey because he's an orphan. Trembling Cow gently nudges the blade away, claiming it is a massive misunderstanding. His intentions were completely pure. Lin Han hides a secret, genius-level talent. He guarantees the boy will return entirely unharmed. He even deployed 3 elite aides for protection. Big Sis slowly lowers her weapon, hissing, "Fine. But that boy better breathe when he returns. If he loses so much as a single hair, she will slice the exact equivalent off Cao Chong as a personal gift to Lin Han." Sweating bullets, he chuckles, nervously agreeing completely. Yet inside his twisted brain, he mocks her pathetic tough girl facade. Once that brat's lifeless body rolls out, her arrogance will shatter. Then she will absolutely be forced to submit to his grand plans. Hold up. What degenerate logic is this? Does this absolute clown actually think murder will miraculously score him a romantic conquest with her? Good heavens, what a tragic mob villain. His IQ is practically single digits. Moments later, announcements blare that trial participants are finally extracting. Behold, the very first actual female character, who is not a creepy monster or faculty. It's Class 6's goddess, Lang Lingshu, wielding the Magnet Tempest class. She is a ridiculously rare dual-talent prodigy. The crowd goes wild, totally unsurprised that such a monstrous genius secured first place. Two arrogant Fang strolling in, boasting that only the Academy's ultimate top ranker could beat his clear time. He slides up with massive swagger, declaring that apex geniuses like them should absolutely mingle and form a power couple. Denial. She effortlessly sidesteps his cringe hug attempt, roasting him alive. If Lin Han was standing here, would I be hugging him instead? Fang's face contorts with venomous rage, praying that Trash Tamer is a corpse. Suddenly, Tang Enjiao crashes the scene, frantically demanding Lin Han's location. Fang instantly sneers. Shocked a fatty like you survived. Pure luck. A pity your pathetic tamer buddy fed the monsters. Tang Jiao snarls, demanding he say it again. Fang doubles down, swearing on his life that Lin Han is Monster Chow. Corrupt Cao Chong pretends to maintain order. But surprise, he doesn't silence the bully Fang. Instead, he barks at Tang Jiao to stand down immediately. You'd think he'd fake some basic teacher sympathy, right? Nope, he ruthlessly scolds the loyal friend, ordering him to stop obstructing the absolute prodigies. Still, Tang Jiao's faith remains unbreakable. He knows his bro will return. Fast forward an hour, Fang's pathetic glazers are hardcore brown, nosing their master. Panic slowly gnaws at Tang Jiao's faithful heart. The elite bootlickers joke about holding a monopoly on kissing up to Fang. Out of absolutely nowhere, a massive rock aggressively concusses a minion's skull. Wham! Instant knockout. Enter the legend, Lin Han, casually juggling stones. He smoothly apologizes for his fashionably late arrival, claiming the dungeon was just too entertaining. Tang Jiao's eyes sparkle with absolute joy as he charges forward. Nearby, Bai Bing exhales deeply internally, cursing that infuriating rascal for her massive heart attack. Meanwhile, Cao Chong's jaw literally hits the dirt. What absolute witchcraft is this? My 3 elite assassins were supposed to bury this trash. How does he look so perfectly unbothered? Swallowing his dread, the corrupted teacher copes hard, blaming sheer luck, but vowing this cockroach's plot armor will eventually shatter. Fang screeches in utter disbelief. What the actual hell? How did a pathetic garbage-tier tamer dodge death? Impossible. The coward absolutely camped out near the exit until the timer finished. Tang Jiao, proving his ultimate best boy status, fiercely defends his legendary brother. He calls Fang completely delusional. Lin Han clearly steamrolled the entire dungeon zone. Fang furiously barks that it's absolutely impossible. He claims reality will expose this cowardly fraud and his absolutely trash-tier tamer class. The lovable fatty absolutely explodes with righteous fury. But Lin Han just yawns, asking when this annoying stray dog will shut up. He casually flexes, warning Fang his pathetic skills aren't even worthy of licking his boots. Enraged, Fang challenges him to a massive level-checking bet, 100,000 gold coins on the line. Lin Han smirks, accepting instantly. Prepare for absolute bankruptcy. Then he sharply glares at corrupt Instructor Cao. Zip it, you pathetic cuckold. Stay totally out of my business. Instructor Ko smirks, crossing his arms. Fine by him, he's utterly convinced our boy Lin is about to eat dirt, but the towering goddess Ba Bing catches Lin's sly smirk. Oh, he's cooking something up. Ko officially locks in the absolute bet. Shanjo charges in, flexing his cute level 2 berserker aura. Fang just howls with laughter. Is every single thing about this guy completely tiny? Fang flaunts his level 3 swordsman status. His lackeys go wild, glazing him up like he is a god. Or Shanjo sweats bullets. Grinding XP in the starter dungeon is absolute hell. Fang points his blade, daring Lin not to run away. Get ready to grovel 3 times, but Lin just yawns. Yo fatty, chill out. I have got this handled. Bam, he flashes his level 10 Beast Tamer panel. The entire courtyard collectively drops their jaws. What kind of glitch is this? Level 10 from a single tutorial mission. Absolutely insane. Plot twist: Instructor Ko literally sent him to a death zone, accidentally feeding him premium EXP. Fang screams that the system must be completely hacked. Nobody in Academy history has ever pulled this off, not even Langling Su, the undisputed beautiful queen and top prodigy of the school. He screams that Lin is hacking, but our main character just rolls his eyes. Wake up, loser. Skill issue on your part does not mean I cheated. Lin pivots with a smirk. Instructor Ko, you witness the bet. Hand over my absolute victory, be a good teacher, and make absolutely sure little Fang here pays up his end of the bargain. Lin slyly drops a bomb. He only hit level 10 thanks to some very special assistance in the shadows. So many generous souls went totally out of their way to boost my XP. I am just so incredibly thankful for them. Ko sweats heavily. This brat totally knows about the hitmen. If he is standing here grinning, he must have absolutely broken my elite squad and made them sing. Impossible. I plotted that perfect death trap for weeks, and this cheeky freshman just completely trashed my masterpiece. Meanwhile, Ba Bing is completely frozen. Her brain is basically buffering right now. Is this crazy rookie actually level 10? She is the Academy's supreme genius, and her epic Magma Tempest class has barely even scraped past level 4 right now. Breaking the silence, our main character waves at Ba Bing. What brings the fiery goddess here? Blushing pink, she stammers. Her quest was already cleared, so she obviously just came to inspect the pathetic new rookie meat. Totally casual. Shanjo is hyping up his bro when suddenly danger spikes. Ba Bing gasps as Instructor Ko absolutely loses his mind, launching a killer punch at Lin. Does anyone in this comic have anger management? Ba Bing instantly dives into the danger zone to block the crazy strike. A brutal clash of auras explodes. Ko screams at her to stop breaking school rules. He vows to erase Lin from the server right here. Bro, you are literally trying to murder a freshman in broad daylight. Make it make sense, please. The sheer impact blasts our towering goddess away, but Ba Bing brushes off the dirt eyes, blazing with fierce defiance. She unleashes a gorgeous high-heeled tornado kick straight for his jaw. Shanjo hypes her up, but Lin senses the incoming disaster. Ko effortlessly blocks her strike. He sneers, claiming his past romantic interest in her was a total pathetic waste. Snatching her slender ankle, he leaves the queen dangling upside down. Creep mode activated. He declares playtime is officially over now. Hello, Academy Police. Lock this trash up. But before tragedy strikes, Lin materializes, delivering a massive flying dropkick directly to the instructor's skull. Ba Bing crashes perfectly into Lin's heroic embrace. You good, tough princess. Her face turns completely crimson. Yeah, I am perfectly fine. Lin steps up with maximum swagger. Hey, Professor Trash, how does a level 10 Beast Tamer boot to the face taste? The dude tried playing dirty and still ate absolute pavement. Rubbing his last 2 functioning brain cells, Ko demands answers. How did this absolute rookie survive 3 level 15 assassins? The math is not mathing. He accuses Lin of farming his elite hitmen for XP. Bro, obviously. Did you expect him to just lie down and let the NPCs game over him? Be serious. Fang's pathetic peanut gallery snickers as Ko pulls the moral high ground. A vicious killer like you is banned from this academy forever. Whoosh. A mysterious object violently crashes beside them. It is the battered body of an assassin. Did you mean these lovely farming assistants? Instructor Ko's stomach drops into the abyss. His elite killer is completely wiped out. If one is gone, the whole squad got deleted, but wait. Ko realizes this actually saves him. Dead mobs tell no tales. He smirks wickedly. The corpse is right here, Lin. Try explaining your way out of cold-blooded murder. You slaughtered my poor students. Lin simply shrugs. I am explaining absolutely nothing. I was just chilling on the mountain and stumbled upon random loot drops. I kindly returned them. Much better than some cowardly trash who sends level 15 griefers after a level 1 newbie in the tutorial zone, right? Lin taps the dead man's armor. Tough break, buddy. You got played like a total NPC pawn. Now your boss is using your lifeless body to dodge a ban. When you respawn as a vengeful spirit, make sure you absolutely haunt this loser's dreams forever. Cao Chong and Fang lunge like rabid dogs, fists flying. Bai Bing screams a warning, but Lin Han is already weaving through their attacks like a ghost. In a flash, our boy teleports behind them, a supposed teacher sending assassins after a rookie student. Talk about absolute garbage tier behavior. The corrupt instructor throws a roaring tantrum but hits nothing but dead air. Meanwhile, Fang's pathetic peanut gallery keeps cheering for their losing boss. Holy crap. He unleashes a literal JoJo style punching barrage. Muda, muda, muda. Yet our main character gracefully sidesteps every single strike. Cao Chong's brain completely short-circuits. How is this trash-dodging Lin Han effortlessly vaults over him knowing a single direct hit could mean game over? But trading blows with this meathead, no thanks. The instructor's brute strength stat is way too high for a fist fight. Honestly, I expected him to toss that magical staff to Lingu. She is just standing there completely frozen, a butterfly hovering above her head in pure shock. But nope, he equips the mage weapon himself. With a swift chant, he casts a freezing spell, locking the bastard's foot solidly to the ground. Before the teacher can even blink, Lin Han swings hard. Smack, a ruthless strike, straight to the shin, definitely aiming to shatter bone. The impact sends Cao Chong crashing into the mountain. Even Lin Han is shocked. Damn, those bonus levels really gave him a monstrous power spike. Looting such an overpowered weapon this early is basically a cheat code. Now our hero just needs to play keep away and kite this idiot. Victory is basically in the bag, though let's be real, he is only surviving this clash thanks to the insane bonus stats. Siphoning from his fierce queen ant, of course. But if he is pulling off these insane moves, just imagine the absolute destruction she could unleash. She is already level 13 with 1,700 strength. The waifu charges straight at Cao Chong artist. You are so close to the perfect camera angle. Just drop that perspective a tiny bit lower. Anyway, Cao Chong totally snaps and decides to bet it all on one final strike. Roaring that this insolent brat deserves to die, he winds up a massive punch clashing directly with the mighty queen ant. Boom. Lightning splits the sky as the crowd watches in absolute terror. But surprise, the teacher gets utterly overpowered and blasted backward like a rag doll. Tang Jiao erupts in cheers, while Bai Bing stares wondering who this mystery powerhouse is. Meanwhile, Fang's brain has officially stopped working. A lowly student actually launching a teacher across the map. But wait, our gorgeous ant girl is suddenly panicking and screaming her head off. Lin Han instantly commands Ai to return, and she appears in all her towering massive glory. She happily hugs him teasingly, asking if Master likes her obedience. Flustered, he praises her, and quickly orders her back into her tiny ant form. Poof! She instantly shrinks down, happily taking her throne on his shoulder. Coughing up blood, Cao Chong desperately plays the victim card. He accuses Lin Han of colluding with outside assassins, demanding the mystery woman's identity. He screams that the student brought hitmen to slaughter faculty. His righteous acting is Oscar-worthy, furiously demanding immediate execution for our main character. The bastard literally rips his shirt off, entering his second boss phase, but suddenly Smash, a mysterious boot, stomps his shoulder, pinning him into the dirt. A cold voice echoes. They warn Instructor Cao that the investigation has not even started, so he better shut his mouth before spewing baseless accusations. The entire spectator crowd gasps in collective shock. Holy crap, the big boss himself just spawned into the zone. The school director has arrived. Level 56, rank 1 demon refiner Song Cheng, panicking Cao Chong, doubles down on his lies, screaming that Lin Han slaughtered the assistants for quick EXP. He whines that he was just trying to arrest the rogue student, but the kid attacked him first. He points wildly, claiming the absolute proof is right here. Just look at the mutilated corpse on the ground. This psycho student needs to face the ultimate death penalty right now. But our gigachad protagonist just rolls his eyes at the nonsense. Bro, why would I drag a dead body all the way here just to frame myself? The director coldly asks for Lin Han's defense. With a smirk, our hero simply invites him to inspect the actual cause of death on those lackeys. Director Song crouches down, his eyes narrowing. The ribcage is completely pulverized. Every single internal organ has been smashed into total mush. He declares that only a gargantuan monster could inflict this kind of crushing damage. Sweating bullets, Cao Chong desperately argues that it changes absolutely nothing. Even if a monster crushed them, this brat is definitely the mastermind. Otherwise, why would he carry the loot back to the safe zone? Lin Han sighs, clearly tired of explaining this to an idiot. He literally just stumbled across the corpses while grinding on the mountain and retrieved them. So why the hell are you still trying to pin this murder on a low-level student? Maybe because this trash teacher knew his own hitmen failed miserably. He is absolutely terrified that his entire corrupt scheme is about to blow up in his face. Just when the tension reaches its peak, Big steps into the spotlight, towering and imposing as always, ready to drop some truth bombs. She exposes the whole plot. Cao Chong purposely banished Lin Han into a high-level danger zone. It was a blatant assassination attempt disguised as a training exercise. Realizing his reputation is sinking fast, Cao Chong screams slander. He even resorts to calling Big a biased mutt for defending a trash student. Director Song's aura flares dangerously. Lin Han making these kinds of accusations against Academy faculty carries massive consequences. Where is your rock-solid proof? Cao Chong sneers in secret victory. Perfect dead men tell no tales and his assassins are already monster food. He thinks our boy is cornered with zero escape, but Lin Han just smirks, claiming he always brings receipts. Suddenly, boom, he rips open a dimensional portal. Honestly, no clue where he unlocked a spatial inventory skill so early. But hey, maybe every awakened hunter in this universe gets free storage magic. We are just going to roll with it. He casually dumps out 2 half-dead henchmen alongside the monster guts, and Big She does not even blink at the gore. Seriously, is her face carved from actual ice? Not a single muscle twitches. Meanwhile, his chubby buddy is just standing there looking completely clueless as usual. Lin dragged back only half of that monster wolf. He casually drops the bomb that these 3 creeps were secretly stalking him. Sadly, they bumped right into that beast. One guy totally bit the dust, but Lin absolutely annihilated the monster. But here is the million-dollar question. Why exactly did Instructor Cao send 3 goons to tail him inside the dungeon? Delivering a brutal kick, Lin smirks. Oh, this trash is definitely going to spill the beans. Instantly, the terrified cowards start squealing like pigs. They confess that Cao Chong ordered them inside to make Lin's life a living hell. Their wicked master plan. Let a monster tear him apart, making it look like a tragic little dungeon accident. They spill everything in pure panic. Honestly, who knows if those monstrous ants are still gnawing on them. Back in the dungeon, Lin absolutely unleashed his giant summon to chew these punks up. Talk about a downright demonic interrogation tactic. Sporting a wickedly psychotic grin, Lin glares at Instructor Cao, demanding a seriously good explanation for this absolute mess. Cao Chong is completely sweating bullets. Baffled by his minions squealing, he frantically scrambles to invent a pathetic excuse. Out of nowhere, a glowing talisman rockets through the air, slamming squarely into his chest. Principal Seikong steps up, calling this an absolute disgrace. An academy teacher assassinating a student. Cao better brace for a bone-crushing punishment. With the drama finally settled, Bing casually tells Lin to follow her to the car. Let us be real, she is absolute top-tier mommy material. Just as he is leaving, the ice-cold school idol blocks his path. Arms crossed with that perfectly frozen expression, she demands to know if he truly slaughtered the Wolf King. She invades his personal space, ignoring his plea to back off. She practically interrogates him. How does a weak support class unleash such devastating physical damage? You sneaky devil, spit it out. You absolutely tamed some terrifyingly overpowered beast, right? Are you hiding crazy stat boosts? What is your secret? Teach me right now. Flustered, Lin awkwardly points out that exposing personal skills is completely taboo. Plus, her sudden intense interest is super weird. Rumors claim Ling Shui is an untouchable ice queen, so why is she acting super nosy today? Oh boy, the older beauty is suddenly glaring with fierce jealousy. Bing fiercely smacks the girl away, scolding her to run home, finish her childish homework, and stop shamelessly picking random fights. Come to think of it, those two totally give off intense mother and daughter bickering vibes. Right in the chaotic center stands our main character. This absolute legend is casually speedrunning the entire game like a total pro. While these 2 terrifying women prepare for an apocalyptic clash where neither will back down, Lin just nervously waves his hands goodbye. Claiming he is totally drained, he tries to escape. Both ladies are absolutely fuming now. Surprisingly, Bing is even getting jealous of his giant summon. To be fair, that ant is an absolute powerhouse unit. She is practically fighting for best girl status. Wait, looking closer. The ant rocks gray hair too. Seriously, what is happening here? Does every single female in this crazy world have silver hair? Is that their basic default color? Bing huffs, announcing her departure, since the mess is handled, gently warning Lin to stay safe. Ling Xiu stubbornly interrupts classmate Lin. You never answered my question. Totally drained. He promises they will chat later. She sharply replies, fine, but you absolutely better not forget this promise. Utterly exhausted, our hero cluelessly wonders why Bing was so fired up. Shrugging off the drama, he decides it is finally time for some much-needed sleep. Arriving at the Mountain Exchange House. Hold on, who is this beauty working the counter? Looks like plenty of folks are trading epic loot today. Obviously, Lin came to dump his dungeon loot rake in some serious gold and aggressively build up his financial empire. Manager Chen approaches smoothly, asking to inspect the juicy equipment our boy brought in. Lin casually tosses the items over, saying, be my guest. Behold, my incredibly long staff and thick, solid sword. Which weapon will you handle first? Seriously. Why did he just phrase it like that? He blurted it out without a single thought. Now he is staring at the merchant like, what is wrong? Too shy to touch my gear, old-timer. However, the merchant suddenly freezes upon hearing Lin's name. He nervously asks if he belongs to the legendary Lin family. Confused, our boy nods. Instantly, a warm smile plasters across the man's face. He insists Lin call him uncle, claiming he was best buddies with his father back in the day. Patting his shoulder, he heavily praises the kid's legendary talent. To possess such monstrous strength so young, the glorious revival of the fallen Lin clan might actually be approaching. Starved for basic human decency, Lin genuinely thinks this is the very first person who actually has his best interests at heart. His inner capitalist awakens. If this guy knew Dad, maybe I can squeeze out a premium price. But hold on, this friendly uncle radiates scammer energy. Behind that smile, he plots. Relax, little Lin. I will offer a completely fair price. In my favor, this clueless newbie knows absolutely nothing. I will buy this legendary loot for absolute peanuts paid over 12 brutal monthly installments. Aloud, the greedy man cheers. Young Lin, your staff is utterly magnificent. 5 million Chen practically drools. But Lin smirks. Please, old man, business is business. Make it 8,000 coins. That was a boss drop, bro. The uncle stubbornly offers 5. Lin fiercely counters with 8. The stubborn boomer refuses. Lin's sighs dropping to 6. Just because we are family, uncle, the old man grins, sealing the deal. Meanwhile, the fierce background mob sweats. Just who is this crazy kid? Suddenly, she whips out the ultimate worldly currency, and spoiler alert, it is not plastic. The boss slides Lin a flashy VIP card. Total market freedom. Unlimited trading power unlocked. With heavy pockets, Lin decides to hunt for some legendary loot. Lin browses epic gear. The manager sweats in awe. A fresh rookie, but already an absolute monster. This kid will become a terrifying god. I must ride his coattails to absolute glory. Next day, outside Lin's house. A shady geezer loiters by a fancy car. Lin pulls up. Old man, what is your deal? The geezer bows. Young Lin, long time no see. Lin squints. Yeah, ages. My family hit rock bottom. Spit it out, what do you want? The geezer babbles. Miss Bing Bing raided a diamond rank beast cave. She got grounded for going rogue, so he is playing delivery boy. Confused, me too. Our hero just blanks. Why rush a suicidal diamond rank dungeon? Absolute madness. Turns out she risked it all just for him. Free loot incoming. But wait, the geezer drops a bomb. Bing Bing says, take this gift, then never speak to her again. Consider all ties officially severed. Her clan hates our boy, but Lin just scoffs. We barely even knew each other anyway. When my family burned, your clan did nothing, so stop acting so high and mighty. Ah, avoid beast gift, but Lin glares. Take your stupid beast and shove it. Think some shiny pity gift makes me your fool. You are dead wrong. Old Lu sneers at his arrogance. The Lu family demands he take it. Are they going to brutally force-feed him presents? He snarls, humiliate the mighty Lu clan and face utter destruction. Instantly, Lin shoots a terrifying soul-crushing glare. The geezer completely freezes. The old man mentally short-circuits. Lin is just a trash tamer. So why is primal terror screaming in his bones? Our hero scoffs. Nah, I am not playing your pathetic little clan games. Take this card and scram, old fool, the geezer stutters. Exactly, I refuse your pity, trash. Get out of my sight. Disrespect the Lin family again, and it is war. My ties with the Bei family are totally dead. The old man stands frozen. Bro really just clowned me into oblivion. Anyway, back to base. Lin flops onto his bed, summoning his tiny ant minion. Time to chill. Boom, called it. She spawns in ant form but starts getting super chatty. My thoughts become reality. 1 million banked. Hold on, checking the phone. A perfect pocket-sized companion. She materializes, clinging to her master. You work too hard. Next day at the class change temple. The crowd parts for Lin. Jaws drop. The legendary rookie who smashed a teacher and speedran level 10. Lin sighs. Sheesh, gossip travels at light speed. Whatever main character aura cannot be hidden anyway. Enters the crystal chamber. Just touch the shiny rock, the lady said. Easy enough. Ding system alert. Thunderclap in the fallen realm. Objective slay an ancient beast. Difficulty absolute 5-star nightmare. The crowd outside loses their minds. A rookie pulling a death wish mission. Straight out of the tutorial, Lin smirks. Of course the system hates me. The peanut gallery screams. Who is the doomed sacrifice? He is 100% cooked. 5 stars means instant death, but Lin just yawns, casually flexing on these copy-paste NPCs. It will be a bloodbath, but epic loot awaits. Meanwhile, out in the desolate ruins, a mercenary squad lurks. Damn, look at Baldy. Drop the gym routine, bro. His back muscles look like an awakening dragon. He sighs in despair. Zero mission traffic means they are starving for another brutal month. But by pure comedic fate, guess what? Absolute Clown casually strolls right past our guy. Those grunts whisper, whoa, check out Mr. Moneybags over there. Wait a second, the main character sports sharp, dark streetwear. Suddenly, the muscle-bound bandit king yells, yo, newbie need a carry. Pay my elite squad for protection. Lin simply brushes past them, firing back. Hard pass, I am good. Meathead refuses rejection. Are you seriously ditching us? You are coming along. He then violently snatches Lin. Thoroughly annoyed, Lin sighs, touch me again and lose that arm. Then aggressively swats the giant away. Our hero scoffs internally. Is this clown serious? Trying to leech my quest rewards? He totally thinks I am just fresh meat. The bald brute cradles his aching limb, growling, I am obliterating this arrogant punk today. Suddenly, a female voice stops him cold. Dang, her vicious flying dagger strike is absolutely terrifying. Just look how violently it impaled that lumber. Yep, totally just admiring her impressive woodwork skills here. Sure, she commands the brute to stand down, strutting away flawlessly. Our guy just stares into the barren wasteland. Dry deserts need some flavor, and his curvy pocket-sized queen ant delivers perfectly. He summons his lovely companion. This cheeky rascal never travels alone. Next, a glowing system prompt triggers the Heart of Thunder hunting mission. Slaying that lightning apostle means claiming its core. Who knows what crazy loot awaits? Maybe a legendary summon, plus 300 sweet beast points are on the line, perfect for upgrading his pet. The catch, finding a literal thunder demigod is tricky. After squeezing informants for clues, he finally secures some juicy coordinates. He prioritizes his job advancement, first planning to smash this lightning bug later for massive upgrade points. Deep within the Badlands, electric monsters prowl. The giant royal ant charges violently, ramming the central boulder. Meanwhile, rabid beasts ambush Lin, who casually flexes a torn spell parchment. Meteor strike time. Wizards are obsolete when you have cheat codes. Those pathetic wolves get absolutely annihilated by relentless combo chains. He casually harvests magic cores, while the terrified stragglers frantically attempt a desperate retreat. Nope, denied. He spams a million magical nukes, reducing the entire landscape to glass. Battle over our hero nods proudly. That loot pile is incredibly thick. His monstrously cute companion hits level 15, but he is painfully level locked. Last promotion is mandatory before he can progress. Checking his device, the black market intel finally pings his map. Jackpot target located. He instantly rallies his majestic bug companion, grinning like an absolute madman. Time to farm some serious stats. But while he hunts, his prey unseen stalkers are intensely drooling over him. Her wicked grin stretches wide. Oh, you wealthy little snack. Tossing around ultra-rare spell papers like candy means deep pockets. The bald meathead whispers, "Boss, what is the play?" She purrs, "Be patient. Let the piglet fatten up his inventory first." Classic cheap villain logic right there, folks. Wait for him to peak, then ruthlessly gank him. Brilliant strategy. Meanwhile, Lin spots the level 17 Thunder Apostle. Our protagonist smirks, thinking this boss fight looks remarkably pathetic. Having already crushed a level 22 nightmare, he commands his towering queen ant forward, and she charges gleefully. The monster awakens, instantly eating a brutal haymaker. Suddenly, the royal bug shrinks into a microscopic bullet. Burrowing underground, she leaves the boss completely bamboozled. Then bam! She erupts from below, blasting an artillery shot straight upwards. The creature gets launched skyward. Our boy instantly triggers a legendary diamond parchment, raining pure destruction upon the airborne fool. Holy smokes, ignoring the paid carry, his tactical combos were actually chef kiss. Plot twist, he gets 0 experience points. His royal bug collapses from magical fatigue, and he dramatically wipes his sweat. Bro, the scroll did everything, however, scoring 300 beast points has him hyped. He funnels everything into his familiar. Absolute gamer move right here. Evolve your monster companions, so your fantasy creature collection journey becomes completely overpowered. Boom, primordial talent unlocked. Her exoskeleton transforms into steel, instantly boosting her defensive stats by 20%. She happily tackles him with a massive stat buff hug. But their wholesome desert moment gets rudely interrupted. The Heartbreaker Bandit steps out aggressively, declaring they wandered into extremely dangerous gangster territory. Lin smirks. "Hey, shiny bald guy, were you not just offering me premium protection a minute ago?" The hulking brute roars. "You idiot for rejecting us. Surrender your loot." Our hero just rolls his eyes playfully. "Broad daylight robbery, scrub that bald head and wake up." The fiery redhead smirks. "Kid, this zone is strictly player kill. 0 guards out here, and you are totally alone. Imagine becoming monster food under these dunes, utterly forgotten." Then she smirks. "But do not panic. Big sister will definitely treat you right." "Oh, please." The instant she speaks, the queen ant vanishes, making every side character wildly jealous. Boom, she materializes behind the redhead, snatches 2 thugs, and turns into a human tornado, violently tossing bodies everywhere. That poor girl gets launched into orbit. Meanwhile, these goons actually draw their guns, hoping American magic saves them. But our ant just unlocked steel armor, making her utterly invincible. The redhead crash lands, clumsily screaming for a total retreat. He is completely stunned, looking like a literal meme. Lin simply steps up, grinning, that escaping is no longer an option. Bam! A god-tier lightning bolt obliterates her instantly. Everyone gets deep fried, leaving the bald guy desperately gasping for air. Is this brat literally made of cash, spamming magic scrolls like a billionaire? Yet the redhead stubbornly clings to hope. That monster only obeys him, plus he is just a pay-to-win coward hiding behind items. Rush him and we easily win. The pointy-haired extra eagerly agrees, claiming our guy is basically a weakling carried by magical gear. Lin just chuckles, warning them that for every pathetic strategy they try, he has 4 more overpowered items ready. Today they witness the terrifying power of absolute wealth, but first they better surrender every single magical stone they possess. Otherwise, he will permanently delete their entire stash. The terrified redhead finally realizes they just became the actual victims. Meanwhile, at the class transition temple, another gorgeous receptionist is working. Seriously, this fantasy world has flirts stationed absolutely everywhere. She murmurs, "Who was that crazy kid taking a 5-star quest? Did he survive?" And instantly guess who casually strolls in? Our deadpan legend announces he crushed the mission and wants his reward. She freezes completely, totally convinced her ears are glitching. Wait, he finished it. You do not just take a casual stroll into a 5-star danger zone and miraculously survive. Assuming she misheard, she offers to grab mission intel. He just sighs. "Miss, you are completely missing the main point. I said the quest is done." She unleashes a screech that rattles the foundations. How he simply shrugs. Barely an inconvenience. Trembling, she stammers that if true, he should officially submit the completion form. Internally, she is screaming. It has barely been 3 hours. Did this monster actually clear it? Suddenly, the system blares. Thunder of the Fallen Realm completely cleared. She jumps while the entire lobby erupts into pure chaos. Seriously, why are there so many bald dudes here? Is the artist just desperately avoiding drawing detailed hairstyles? The legendary system chimes congratulating our guy. He officially reigns as the Academy's absolute top beast tamer. He is absolutely buzzing with this power surge. With this massive upgrade, it is definitely time to capture another epic titan. Jackpot. He unlocks Thunder Wings for an hour of flight, alongside the insanely broken skill replication ability. Oh snap. That means he can personally wield his pet's supreme powers temporarily. Plus he unlocks the mysterious bloodline reversion ability. Honestly, no clue what that actually implies, but it sounds incredibly overpowered. Additionally, the system offers him 3 ultimate skills. Fusion literally combines his body with a monster. Telepathy grants a direct mental link to his beasts. Lastly, malicious fluctuation perfectly detects nearby hostile intent, even from humans. Our protagonist thinks these all sound incredibly broken. Right away, he tests those literal lightning wings and majestically takes off. Up there, he is absolutely thrilled. Flight normally requires highly advanced magical grimoires, so this was totally worth the grind. Replicating his main ant's devastating power sounds god tier. Now regarding that other choice, fusion sounds totally crazy. Wait, merging 2 beasts together, please spare us. You will just create a wide-hipped monstrosity and I will literally cry. Since his level is still relatively low, grabbing the automatic danger alarm seems like the absolute smartest play. For example, he could have completely avoided that desert ambush by sensing those greedy mercenaries from a mile away. Brilliant logic, kid. Locking in the skill, he stretches his sore muscles when another legendary quest suddenly drops. This is exactly the content we wanted. The system authorizes him to capture and bind 1 brand new battle pet. He realizes his main ant dominates one-on-one duels but completely struggles against massive swarms. He survived today purely by aggressively spamming pay-to-win scrolls. Securing an area of effect monster would be an absolute game changer. Time to hit up Uncle Tien, liquidate this stolen loot, and stack up some heavy cash. Moments later, the poor uncle stands absolutely flabbergasted as our boy flexes a massive loot pile, claiming some generous donors shared everything. The uncle immediately summons his gorgeous miniskirt squad. Seriously, man, why are all your employees dressed like that? You are such a sketchy merchant. Watching these beauties work, our hero happily blesses those foolish desert robbers. They dumped a massive payout in his lap, way above market price. The old geezer grins. Not bad, kid. 10 million celestial dragon coins for this epic haul. Lin Han smirks. Thanks, old man. Got any thunder attribute beasts to recommend? The geezer strokes his chin. Lightning, I know, just the one. Rumor has it a supreme tier beast spawned in the Wasaro City forest just a few days ago. An avian with an ancient ancestral bloodline, but every hunter who tried returned completely defeated. Lin Han feels his blood start to pump with excitement. An ancient bloodline is perfect. He demands the details, but the geezer shrugs. Information is scarce, but we do have this beast's literal lightning feather. The scantily clad receptionist steps up, revealing the glowing item. It supposedly shines brighter near the beast. Lin Han stares intently. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Wait, is he talking about the feather or the receptionist? But as he grabs for it, the geezer blocks his hand. Hold up, Lin Han. That magic feather costs a cool 1 million coins to take. Lin Han drops his jaw. This greedy old scammer seriously wants to milk 1 million out of him for bird fluff. Still, it is his only solid lead to secure a legendary pet with an ancient power bloodline. Whatever, take my money, you old bloodsucker. Staring at the feather, he cries internally. I just dropped 1 million on bird fluff, didn't I? Well, time to move on. Time to hunt down my next majestic waifu. They arrive at the mountain range, a zone for levels 0 to 20. Wait, does 0 mean newbie trash or mysterious infinity scaling? Manhwa logic is so confusing. The scammer claimed this feather glows within 10 meters of the target. Lin Han tosses it down, realizing a massive flaw in this million-coin purchase. If he was 10 meters away, he would literally just see the giant bird. Scammed. Whatever it is, a destiny tracker, he just needs to wander the woods, and fate will deliver his epic loot right to his front door. Holy smokes, just catching a glimpse, he is already completely sold. Prepare yourselves for the arrival of the ultimate thunderbird waifu. And obviously, she rocks the legendary white hair. He is thrilled. With a new waifu plus his jealous little ant glaring daggers from his shoulder, dungeon crawling just became absolute easy mode. AI instantly drops her disguise and clocks him, demanding he be perfectly satisfied with her alone. Mid-scuffle, a desperate scream tears through the forest. A frantic girl bursts from the bushes in absolute panic. Help me. A thunder leopard is trying to eat me. It is level 19. I am totally dead meat. This is Sunsai, a level 10 tracking master who is currently sprinting for her life. What perfect timing, panic-stricken, she trips over a tree root and absolutely eats dirt. Girl, what is that dramatic pose? Get up. The overgrown cat is lunging. Do not just close your eyes and wait for the game over screen. That is a one-way ticket to respawn. But as she braces for impact, our hero swoops in, perfectly replicating Ai's devastating punch to save the day. He had to copy it, because his jealous little ant absolutely refuses to save another girl. He checks on the trembling girl. You alive? Meanwhile, her brain short-circuits. Did he just one-punch a terrifying beast? She stammers. There is a whole pack of them. We need to run. Lin Han just scoffs. Just a bunch of overgrown kittens. Chill out. My partner has got this. By partner, he means his battle ant. AI suddenly expands into a colossal titan and goes completely berserk. It is absolute violent carnage. She is completely traumatizing that poor leopard. Truly a top 10 saddest anime betrayal. Honestly, she should fight in her gorgeous human form so the artist can flex their skills. Even Lin Han is shocked by her massive size. Nian Wei is totally baffled, wondering where this giant monster spawned from. Time to farm some romance points. Hey there, little kitty, did you get hurt? Let me help you up. Sadly, she is not in the mood for smooth flirting. She scrambles up and panics, screaming that they need to evacuate before a level 20 wolf appears, and ends them. Boom, a massive beast drops dead right in front of them. The fierce ant stomps its corpse, daring any other punks to attack her beloved master. Nian Wei assumes they are completely doomed, but Lin Han casually pats Ai's head like a good dog. She is speechless. Why is he petting the psychopathic murder ant? He grins, introducing himself as Lin Han, the ultimate beast tamer. No need to panic. Her eyes instantly light up. She heard a legendary beast tamer arrived in the city. That must be him. She leans her starry eyes right into the ant's face. Feeling threatened, AI flinches. The girl tries for a friendly pet, but AI parries with a flawless fighting game combo. Bam, uppercut to the chin. Lin Han scolds his jealous ant, then bluntly asks why a complete weakling like Nian Wei is roaming this extremely dangerous forest area. The poor tracker girl pouts. Wow, emotional damage. She sighs. I am trying to pass my second-class promotion, but I pulled a brutal 4-star mission. What about you, dummy? What are you doing out here? Lin Han puffs his chest. I am hunting the legendary lightning bird. That is my absolute goal. Nian Wei instantly perks up. Since she is a master tracker, they can totally team up and farm this quest together. Since he saved her life, she totally owes him big time. Lin Han is thrilled. She is the exact cheat code he needed. Someone to hunt down that stupid bird. He grabs her hand, immediately declaring his epic quest is her problem now. She awkwardly stammers that her radar has a few annoying glitches, like tracking works way better with a piece of the target. Talk about crazy main character luck. Bam, I happen to have this fancy feather right here, lady. She inspects the shiny loot and smugly claims this will be an absolute cakewalk. Easy mode activated. She warns her radar skill might fry the feather, but our guy literally could not care less. That trash item is totally useless anyway with its pathetic 10-meter range. She nods and sparks up her divine tracking radar. Her eyes snap open, declaring a mysterious force is dragging her right that way. Our hero smirks. Perfect, let us roll. They march deeper into the spooky woods until he suddenly tells her to watch her back. His gamer senses tingle at some savage mobs ahead. She cracks her knuckles, asking if it is smashing time. Our guy calls it easy farming and orders a full charge. Just watch that sweet experience bar blast through the roof. You cannot even spot the poor monster. She is out there raging and nuking everything in sight, totally acting like a jealous girlfriend. Seconds later, she bounces back, looking all cute and innocent. Our boy Lin Han is utterly, completely speechless. Wait, did his tiny ant just solo that entire mob? He laughs, realizing this slaughter was just a casual stroll for his pet. Ding! He finally hits level 11 after forever. Meanwhile, his jealous little ant is fiercely shoving Nian Wei away from her beloved master. He scolds her for being a naughty bug, but that sassy pout says she will totally do it again. Nian Wei sits there completely stunned until she spots the giant ant hugging him tight. She dusts off her skirt, sighing that it all makes sense now. The queen ant shoots her literal death glares, convinced this shameless hussy is trying to steal her precious master. One wrong move and snap torn in half. But clueless, Nian Wei thinks the death bug is just adorable, swearing such a tiny cutie is completely harmless. She leans in for a cuddle. I really want to slap this fool, but she would instantly die. Master, please peel this crazy human off me. Lin Han begs Nian to stop harassing his bug and focus on the actual main quest. System pings spam his vision as they massacre more forest mobs. Boom. Our boy hits level 15, flexing 1,820 raw strength points. He is hyped, but also annoyed. Soon he hits the level 20 wall and needs another annoying class advancement. Hey, better grinding now than later. He glances at his aunt, realizing this farming session took way too long. The poor little terror is literally snoring Nian's sighs, agreeing this side quest is dragging on forever. They have turned the forest into a massive graveyard, yet she stays smugly confident. Her magical radar is pinging wildly right on top of their target. Suddenly, the sleepy ant starts squeaking, and our hero gets a massive boss warning. Did she sense a mini-boss? He peeks through the bushes and bingo, the level 13 lightning bird looking honestly kind of weak. Instantly, our gamer brain thinks if I toss a magical Pokeball at that bird, my team is going to be stacked. But the sneaky chicken dashes away. Nian Wei panics, crying that this is impossible since nobody has flight hacks activated. How will they catch it? Little does she know our totally overpowered main character just unlocked that exact cheat. Bam! Majestic golden wings burst from his back. Who said I cannot fly? He asks instantly, blasting off toward the fleeing thunder pigeon. He blocks its path, smirking. Hey there, little bird, want to join my squad? I guarantee massive power level boosts, but the spicy chicken rejects his friend request and zips away. Our hero realizes this stubborn creature refuses to be casually tamed, so he totally flips into villain mode, teasing that this wild attitude is exactly his type, and he is absolutely dying to play some rough games with her. He literally drops that corny line out loud. He orders Nian Wei to stay put, not like she could keep up with his crazy speed anyway. He speeds toward the beast, laughing. Come right here, my feisty friend. You are absolutely not escaping me. Just come. Whoosh. She dodges him again like a total pro. He curses the slippery menace right before she violently brakes and charges up a massive blinding lightning storm. Lin Han cracks his knuckles, declaring if she wants a brutal boss fight, he is ready to throw down. He torpedoes straight in, absolutely bonking the magic chicken on the head before mercilessly choking her out like a cartoon. Boom! The Taming condo. Activating. Ding. The system pops up asking if he wants to trigger the ultra-rare ancient bloodline evolution hack. He totally remembers his broken system, lets him mutate pets, and the epic magical girl transformation sequence finally drops. Flash. The basic bird magically evolves into her second form, the majestic Thunder Empress. Absolutely stunning. Ding. She rockets to level 18, boasting 1,900 raw strength. Our guy is totally blown away. 5 free levels from a single button press. The ultimate weapon of mass destruction is secured. The towering beauty pledges absolute loyalty to her master. He scans her overwhelming aura. This untamed powerhouse just cranked the harem survival difficulty to nightmare mode. Cue the jealous first waifu. The ant queen instantly morphs, challenging this overgrown pigeon to a deathmatch for daring to seduce her precious master. The winged beauty scoffs, calling bugs a mere midday snack. She warns the insect to back off before she gets squashed. Our main character desperately hits the brakes on this catfight, loudly reminding them who wears the pants in this party. Hearing the bug's cute nickname, the Lightning Maiden immediately begs her lord for her own majestic title. He drops some ancient lore about a legendary thunder god named Tiangu to christen her. But let us be real, I am just calling this overpowered girl bird from now on, such a devastating yet delicate beauty. Our hero is absolutely itching to test drive her catastrophic lightning skills, and he knows the perfect testing ground. Meanwhile, poor Tianwei is still awkwardly waiting. Cut to a rugged barbarian stronghold. The girl nervously questions Lin Han. Is raiding that brutal enemy base really a smart move? He confidently brushes off her fears. Sniping the boss is the only mission objective here, no need for total annihilation. Since he already claimed his prize, it is time to return the favor. He commands his avian queen to strike. Expanding into a colossal deity, she tears the sky open. Ominous purple thunderclouds swallow the heavens, while the clueless barbarians panic below, pitting a literal god against level 10 mobs. Our guy almost pities the fools. It is an absolute slaughter. He actually has to beg her to dial back the voltage, so she does not accidentally vaporize the quest target, cooing her absolute obedience. She dive bombs the earth instantly, deleting the frontline grunts in a flash of pure energy. One brave idiot readies his bow to play hero. In a blink, she materializes chokeslams him and calls down a divine thunderbolt to fry him crisp. Tianwei watches in pure shock as this single summon casually bulldozes an entire army without breaking a sweat. A charred corpse thuds right at their feet. She poses victoriously over it while our boy showers her with praise. Plot twist, it is the boss. He completely spoon-feeds the victory to Tianwei, tossing her a blade for the final strike. Overflowing with gratitude, she delivers a finishing poke to secure her quest rewards. She plays the helpless damsel, blushing that she owed it all to him. Honestly, yeah, she was total dead weight. And now comes the classic NPC reward prompt. She shyly invites him back to her hometown for a very private tour. But with a harem of superpowered monster mommies waiting, our guy politely rejects her. The heartbroken girl can only pray for another encounter. Meanwhile, Lin Han is running for his life from buff meatheads. Suddenly, his chunky best bro calls his communicator. Panting heavily, our hero warns him that if this is a booty call for snacks, he is hanging up. But Long is dead serious. He drops massive lore about a mysterious ghostly domain. What on earth is that? Why are stunning battle nuns slaughtering monsters on screen? As vicious monsters swarm, Long reveals it is an imperial virtual reality simulator. No free experience points, but the ultimate hyperbolic time chamber for raw skill. Cut to the login lobby. Long flexes his nepotism, revealing his dad pulled massive strings to secure them both. VIP entry tickets. Lin Han rubs his chin. His twin monster waifus boast terrifying, destructive power. His imagination runs wild with them, pledging absolute unquestioning devotion in the most dangerously suggestive voices. Cue the legendary anime nosebleed. To master their chaotic synergy, Lin Han praises his bro, who casually brushes off the thanks. Just remember the little guys when you reach godhood, bam, 8 in the morning. Lin Han wakes up suffocating under his needy insect queen. Before he escapes her, Deadly Embrace the Thunderbird yanks him into an equally devastating morning cuddle. He logs into the Phantom Matrix in sheer panic. His summons are locked in a vicious catfight, and he is the collateral damage. Begging for peace fails spectacularly. He abandons the argument, officially stepping into the glorious Imperial Simulation Hub. A stunning receptionist details the rules. Infinite difficulty sliders and crushing the high scores brings massive loot. Jacking into the pod, the system boots up. A holographic flood of hardcore training quests instantly materializes. System recommends silver rank for a level 15 rookie. He slams, accepts, and summons his 2 catastrophic beauties. We roar with battle lust as reality shifts. Welcome to the grand illusory deathmatch arena. Teleporting in trash, tier level 13 wolves spawn. The tiny ant lunges forward, first refusing to let her winged rival steal the spotlight. She savagely executes 3 hounds in a blur, glaring back to assert absolute dominance. The thunder goddess scoffs, mocking such basic attacks. She declares this desperate showboating totally pathetic. Raising one delicate hand, she unleashes absolute annihilation. A devastating sonic boom atomizes the remaining pack in seconds. Sparks fly as his summons clash again. Our exhausted hero begs for peace, pleading with his chaotic little family to just get along for once. Bam! A sneak-attacking wolf gets totally decked. Our main character grumbles, totally annoyed that he is taking hits while his ladies bicker. Panic strikes. The flustered duo scrambles over, frantically apologizing and checking him for scratches. Guilt hits them hard. They realize their petty rivalry put their beloved master in danger, forcing a temporary truce. Suddenly, a massive pack of level 20 wolves spawns. At this brutal rate, our boy might stay a level 3 weakling forever. The insane difficulty blows his mind. Not even rare combat classes could survive this. But honestly, this brutal training is exactly what he craved. After all, the fatal flaw of every beast tamer is their utterly trash close-quarter combat skills. But inside this illusory dungeon, it is the perfect grinding spot to shatter that very weakness. Wham! He obliterates a beast with one devastating strike, leaving his 2 girls completely starstruck. Grinning, he admits the bonus attribute points are totally worth the headache. But suddenly, an eerie pack howl echoes. They charge forward, but wow, the ant absolutely dominates, completely overshadowing the girl. The fierce rivalry reignites as they desperately battle for their master's praise. Our hero just smirks. There is absolutely no way mere wolves can handle his summon's monstrous power. Absolute explosive chaos erupts everywhere. Meanwhile, cutting to the lobby, who struts in, the incredibly arrogant Fang Yang rocking a totally single-digit IQ. His squad is naturally goofing off like total clowns. Nearby, a lone female student stands there looking utterly lost in the chaos. His lackeys tried recruiting her, but this absolute lone wolf coldly rejected their pathetic party invite. Fang's ego inflates. Believing she is top tier, this clown decides to flex his overwhelming power and instantly win her heart. Suddenly, some random extra starts screaming in the middle of the hall. He is absolutely losing his mind over the insane numbers flashing on the scoreboard. A mysterious player was shattering historic records. The display revealed a brutal dungeon reaching its final boss in a mind-blowing 8 minutes. Who is the absolute legend? Lin Han. The crowd is literally losing their minds over this 9-minute speedrun. It is a guaranteed record breaker, the lone girl gasps. Wait, is not Lin Han that supposedly weak beast tamer kid from my academy? Fang sneers in the background, desperately wondering how that total loser even afforded entry here. Ding. The system announces a shattered record, leaving the entire hall standing there with their jaws dropped. Back inside the demonic wolf pack lies completely annihilated. Our hero collapses from utter exhaustion, cheering that the brutal grind is over. Despite gaining 0 experience points, his skill mastery leveled up. He is absolutely hyped to test this new power in the illusory zones. Stepping out of the simulation pod, he instantly hears the massive crowd worshipping the legendary badass who broke the impossible record. Wishing to stay low-key, our boy tries pulling a stealthy ninja escape. However, Wu instantly locks onto the main character's unique scent. She immediately yells his name, blowing his cover. Fang Yang's blood boils with rage. That damn peasant stole his spotlight once again. Meanwhile, deep inside the military base, an elite officer highlights a glaring anomaly in the combat reports. Someone shattered the solo record, which defies all logic. The kid is just a beast tamer. Not even elite, destruction-focused classes possess that kind of overwhelming firepower. The stoic captain narrows his eyes. Even with legendary summons, achieving these god-tier results is mathematically impossible. If this kid truly possesses such monstrous talent, the military absolutely must recruit him immediately. He instantly orders a top-secret background check. He demands every single file on this prodigy by tomorrow morning. Next morning at the academy, Shang Jiao is shamelessly flexing. He proudly proclaims his glorious status as Lin Han's ultimate #1 bootlicker. The fangirls are absolutely swooning over Lin Han's majesty. Suddenly, smash, the classroom door gets violently kicked right off its hinges. An infuriated Fang Yang storms inside, demanding Lin Han show his face. Shang Jiao just snickers, wondering why this arrogant clown returned. This rich brat already suffered total public humiliation once, and clearly he is begging for round 2. Driven by pure jealousy, Fang firmly believes that lowly peasant used some dirty exploit to cheat the system. Backed by infinite family wealth, his elite pride refuses defeat. Smirking Shang Jiao utterly destroys him, revealing Lin Han left for his third-class advancement. Our legendary hero literally has 0 time for this pathetic trash. Hearing this, Fang's lackeys start nervously whispering, "A third-class awakening already. That kid is an absolute monster." These disloyal goons are instantly ready to betray Fang and worship Lin Han. Shang Jiao mercilessly roasts him. A pathetic scrub who has not even reached his second evolution dares challenge the great Lin Han. Trembling with rage, the arrogant blonde brat signals his chubby sidekick to watch his incoming revenge. Honestly, just punch the chubby lackey. He is standing right there acting tough with 0 actual combat power. Better save that pathetic energy, for when Lin Han returns to crush you, humiliated Fang's blood boils like lava, aggressively swearing to expose their supposed cheating. The scene shifts to the ominous, Shadow Mountain apocalyptic. Purple lightning violently shatters the cursed earth. These low-level runts don't stand a chance. Our main character smirks, bragging that, with his flying squad of chaos power leveling, is an absolute breeze right now. His giant ant waifu latches onto him, begging for praise on her epic clearing speed. Tianhu immediately tackles him from the other side. "Hey, look at me. I totally wrecked 2 more than that bug." Sweating bullets, he quickly praises her too. Predictably, the girls start bickering like stray cats, but our guy is busy noticing something else entirely. Their combat specs are hitting the roof. Honestly, these silver-tier mobs in the starter zone are barely dropping any experience points anymore. Flashing a confident grin, he asks his chaotic duo if they are ready to raid a gold-tier zone. Upon arriving, they discover a pack of level 21 venom scales, catching some serious Z's. Hitting the jackpot with a massive colony right off the bat. Talk about the perfect grinding spot to limit test their skills. He commands the ant to pull aggro while Tianhu preps the heavy artillery. The bug girl charges forward with a cocky punch, claiming this is light work. Big mistake. She takes a face full of toxic sludge. Boom, instant paralysis, leaving her twitching like a glitching NPC. Hard CC and a nasty damage over time debuff. These ruthless reptiles completely swarm her, spitting corrosive acid from absolutely every angle. Panicking, our main character screams for Tianhu to drop the hammer. She unleashes apocalyptic purple lightning right into the kill zone, but here is the hilarious catch. Her aim is totally based on pure luck. Heavenly tribulation rains from above, but without manual targeting. Wiping the mob is basically a coin flip. A light bulb goes off. He urgently needs crowd control. I mean, aiming the actual lightning would make too much sense, right? Whatever. He suddenly remembers that loot drop he snagged during the Void Kingdom trial. That legendary Voodoo Thorn skill. The ultimate ground-locking crowd control ability for annoying mobs. Static targets equal free kills. Without missing a beat, he activates the supreme art, boldly declaring that these overgrown geckos are officially cancelled. Smashing the earth, demonic arrays explode outward, instantly rooting every single reptile down hard. Right on cue. Little Bird dive bombs from the heavens, unleashing a torrential barrage of electric judgment for massive experience points. The ant girl throws chaotic haymakers while Lin Han admires this insanely efficient farming loop. Bam, 4 rapid level-ups in the bag even as the dungeon spawns scale up dramatically in difficulty. Keeping up this broken momentum, breaching level 22 is practically going to be a cakewalk. His ant brawler absolutely obliterates a giant's jaw, while Tianhu mercilessly chokeslams another victim. Jackpot. These upgraded wolf spawns drop a massive 1,000 more experience points per kill. Ding. Our guy officially hits level 20. Time for the ultimate class advancement, which guarantees another completely overpowered skill set to abuse. Grinding here is pointless now. He sprints back to town, completely locked in on initiating his 3rd-tier awakening quest. Facing the Grand Crystal, even he is shocked by his ridiculous speedrunning pace. He prays desperately to avoid another cursed 5-star mission, but comic relief dictates that the universe hates him. Boom. The guild loudspeakers immediately broadcast a brand new 5-star emergency activation. The front desk secretary facepalms so hard. It has to be that total madman Lin Han. Seriously, what kind of leveling hack is this tryhard using? Staring at his prompt, our hero complains to the heavens about his garbage luck. The ghost ship's breath, a literal 5-star suicide mission. The objective board, a cursed naval vessel, totally annihilate every restless spirit aboard and harvest 2 ultra-rare materials. Cut to the stormy shoreline. The poor guy just wanted to secure his class upgrade, grab some takeout and crash hard. Instead, he gets this hardcore nightmare, but his loyal waifus manifest with confident smirks. Do not panic, master. We will totally carry you through this. He sweat drops, trusting their overpowered carrying capacity. Glancing at his watch, the countdown hits 0. At exactly 7, the spectral galleon brutally breaches the surface. Lin Han knows the horrific lore here. It is an infamous raid dungeon attracting countless adrenaline junkies. Here is the punchline, though. You normally need absolute max-tier stats just to survive the lobby. The mob scaling is absolutely cracked, boasting an insane mortality rate. Suddenly, a ghoul jumpscare triggers right in his face, nearly giving our protagonist a massive heart attack. Reacting on instinct, he throws a desperation hook. It phases through thin air. Wait, is this transparent trash mob actually taunting his terrible aim? Oh, it is on. He flexes his wings and takes flight, vowing absolute payback. Swoosh, he slices the spirit cleanly in half with 1 hit. System notification chimes. 0 experience points gained. Unfazed Lin smirks, recalling that annoying ethereal-type mobs are totally allergic to raw, high-voltage lightning. His electric wings are the ultimate counterpick here. Such a total scam, though, farming this massive ghost horde with absolutely 0 profit to show for it. Talk about famously last words. A tidal wave of terrifying spirits instantly erupts directly from the main deck. Our boy rapidly tags in his Lightning Queen for crowd control, and she mercilessly nukes those poor souls back to oblivion. Watching the absolute massacre, he realizes they are melting. Honestly, this feels way too ridiculously easy for a 5-star raid. The ultimate death flag. Instantly, after speaking, an ominous mechanical grinding echoes outward as the scattered spirits rapidly merge into a massive boss. A level 25 ghost captain materializes from the cursed ship's aura. Lead rains down on his summons. Our guy just smirks. Finally, a real challenge. He barks the command, the ant pulls aggro while his lightning bird charges up. The ant rushes forward, bobbing and weaving through an absolute storm of gunfire. Bam! Chenhu drops a massive lightning bolt on its arm, disarming the phantom completely. As the weapon clatters down, the ant delivers a gut punch. They actually high-five. Wait, are they finally bonding? It is a total miracle. No petty rivalry today. He orders them to finish this. The avian strikes from above while the ant delivers another brutal core-shattering blow. Chenhu summons a blinding tempest. The whole deck flashes and our hero completely dips. He escapes the blast zone. Yet again, 0 experience gained. He curses this scam system. His summons wave victoriously. Honestly, he just looks like a completely useless deadbeat beast tamer right now. He literally just watches them carry him. Still, he celebrates their rare teamwork. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy. The next summon will absolutely ruin this piece. Dungeon cleared. Now, the legendary material grind begins. This dude never touches grass. 48 hours of non-stop farming. How is he alive? Now they hit the Crimson Blaze Forest. A bizarre flower clings to a branch. Our guy spots it using sheer protagonist intuition. Seriously, what is his perception stat? He cheers. Amazed the loot drops so fast. His avian companion proposes a stealth mission. Swoop in, grab the loot, and vanish before the sleeping lizards notice. Rejected. Too much foliage, she would crash. The mighty ant steps up, declaring this a piece of cake. Flashback time. Just 10 minutes ago, the Lightning Queen effortlessly stole a rare orb from jungle lizards for her master. That is why the ant is desperate to prove herself now. The rivalry is real. Mission granted. She burrows deep, but wait, who badly edited these floating text sound effects across reality? He furiously breaks the fourth wall, roasting the terrible sound effect placement. The bird calls her insane. Meanwhile, our hero realizes that deep down, she is literally just a bug. Having the time of her life underground, she pops up perfectly beneath the prized blossom. She snatches the item and launches into the air. Wait, no. The wind lizards blasted her up with their skills. Stealth failed. They are completely surrounded by furious scales. Linhan screams at his foolish ant to clean up this absolute disaster. Chenhu blasts through the monster wave, grabbing the clumsy ant and the flower. Reunited, our hero praises their flawless recovery. Time to totally bail. The horde is closing fast, and he still gets 0 experience anyway. The tactical retreat begins. But wait, why is the ant sprinting ahead? Do not abandon your fragile master. He is monster food. Our hero instantly regrets ignoring his pitiful agility stats. 2,500 speed is actually decent. Bam, upgraded to 3,200. Now faster than his own pet, he roasts the lagging ant. They sprint into a bizarrely blazing forest. The wind lizards instantly retreat from the flames. Chenhu asks if this was his master plan. Smirking, he agrees. Wind types, dread flames. Plus, this apex fire lizard territory is way too dangerous for those weaklings to enter. The ultimate jackpot. The final class change material is hidden right inside this deadly inferno. Deep within a boiling magma pool, legendary fire lizards slumber heavily. Peeking carefully, our guy spots the treasure perched high. The easiest play, let his flying summon snatch it immediately. But the troll system would never let him win that easily. Ding, new mandatory quest. Wake up the horde and slaughter them all for 1,000 beast points. Tempting, but totally suicidal. Failing this locks his level forever. The smart play is looting the item first. He commands his squad, secure the loot, now, slay the monsters later. Seriously, after all that tension, she just grabs it off screen and hands it over. What a pacing joke. Admiring his prize, he prepares for the epic class change. But wait, a deadly presence strikes from his blind spot. Crack lightning shatters the earth. The trio whips around and an arrogant voice mocks the main character's sheer dumb luck. A discount wizard demands the fire dragon emblem or else. Lin Han just rolls his eyes. What is your problem, old man? Who gave you permission to bark? The fool sneers. The name is Lindong, and my absolute power speaks for itself. A level 18 elite from the Magic Association, Lin Han scoffs inwardly. Magic Association, oh, I know those clowns. They are basically a glorified street gang, extorting protection fees under a fancy guild name, but deep down just pathetic, useless thugs. Lindong cracks his knuckles. Cough up that emblem, brat, or I will break you. Suddenly, his trembling lackey speaks up. Show some respect to the boss, kid. Wait a minute. Boss, look, the brat has 2 absolute titans guarding him. Pressure is terrifying. Lindong instantly shifts gears. You know what? Change of plans, kid. Keep your stupid little emblem. Leave the beauties behind so my brothers can play. Lin Han glares with absolute disgust. You are utter trash. Time to purify this zone. Your mere existence pollutes the air. Lindong blinks in total confusion. What kind of nonsense is this? Last warning, brat. Since you reject my generous mercy, fine. Go become lizard food for all I care. The thugs summon blazing fireballs, sneering wickedly. Such top-tier women are entirely wasted on one man. Seriously, what the heck? Spouting absolute garbage. But before the thugs can even blink, his beauties vanish, reappearing instantly to brutally smash the fake wizards. Boom, the 3 goons eat dirt like absolute clowns. A stunned Lindong sweats, terrified by their monstrous strength. Lin Han steps forward, grinning darkly. My turn for an introduction. I am just a humble beast tamer. And these beauties, my summoned beasts. As Lin Han prepares an execution, a coward charges deadly lightning behind his back. The sneak attack launches, but hurling raw lightning at the thunder goddess Tianhu. A fatal mistake. She casually deflects it like a gentle breeze. The idiot panics. Before he can even beg, the giant ant ruthlessly stomps him into a complete pancake, a flawless, devastating strike. Still playing with wild magic in this chaotic zone could backfire horribly. Soon the defeated thugs are strung up by ropes, screaming in terror. If we die, our guild will hunt you forever. Lin Han flashes a devilish smile. Relax, buddies. We are close friends now, which means I really need your precious help. What psycho logic is that suddenly the fiery reptiles lock onto their targets? Dinner time is officially starting. The pathetic thugs dangle like perfect human bait, sobbing and begging for mercy as Tianhu watches them coldly. As monsters snap their jaws, Lin Han grins, totally amused. The ant girl tilts her head, questioning his absolute chaotic master plan. Simple logic. To lure out the terrifying boss monster, you always toss the trash out first. Right on cue, the ropes perfectly snap, the screaming bait hits the dirt, and hungry lizards swarm. Desperate lightning strikes completely fizzle against thick scales. The beasts lunge forward. Lin Han crosses his arms, clicking his tongue. Absolute useless trash. Fine, keep them alive, Tianhu. Her eyes spark with divine lightning, calling down an apocalyptic storm that instantly vaporizes the reptiles. Lin Han pumps his fist. Oh yeah, that flashy move definitely triggered the hidden boss. Boom. The volcano violently erupts. A level 28 Nightmare Lizard King rises from the molten lava. Lin Han instantly shouts the attack command. Tianhu dominates the sky, raining thunderbolts to draw the massive monster's flaming aggro. The blazing beast glares at the writhing human bait below. Lin Han shrugs with a completely chilling smile. Let them burn, who cares? If the monsters spare them, he will just end them himself anyway. His eyes lock entirely onto the furious boss that Tianhu is kiting perfectly. Bam! The ant girl rocket punches the beast's jaw. She follows up with a ruthless machine gun barrage, completely shattering its thick, fiery armor. Do not let it breathe, he yells. As Tianhu drops a secondary bombardment of raw lightning, Lin Han grins like an absolute maniac. Even against a high-level Titan flawless teamwork, will slowly chip this raid boss right into oblivion. Teamwork meaning his beasts naturally. This lazy protagonist is not moving an inch. Suddenly an eerie vibration shakes the air. A deafening shockwave hits. The girls are blasted backwards by a monstrous roar as the raging beast charges an apocalyptic mini-sun. Dodge it, Lin Han screams in pure panic. But Tianhu bravely refuses, stepping boldly right into the roaring inferno to shield her comrade. In a dangerously reckless move, she takes the brunt, cleanly redirecting the massive nuclear detonation straight into the mountainside. She plummets to the ground. Lin Han quickly drops to his knees, terrified. Tianhu. But it is bad. Her graceful back is completely scorched. An 8-level gap is absolute despair. He starts thinking this raid mission is pure suicide, yet the wounded goddess smiles. Master, my fight is not over. He protests. Stop, you will die. Forcing herself into the sky, she refuses to back down. This victory means everything to her master. Besides, turning their backs now means absolute slaughter. The loyal ant agrees completely. Our master's desire is our absolute command. Let us finish this. Both girls dash forward. They yell for him not to worry. The quest is theirs. Lin Han stands completely dumbfounded. Wow, they actually care about him. Watching their fierce clash, his brain shifts into overdrive. He needs a flawless plan to keep them safe. How do they crack this monster's iron shell? Frontal assaults are completely useless right now. Need a totally new strategy. Suddenly, his eyes lock onto a tiny detail. He screams at the top of his lungs. Focus all firepower on that exact weak spot. They have to drill straight through its core. They nod in perfect sync. The ant mounts its neck, raining down brutal smashes, but the furious beast violently bucks her off. Bam! Right as it thrashes, a blinding lightning bolt strikes its skull. A massive explosion triggers boiling magma rockets into the sky. Did they secure the kill? Not a chance. This Titan refuses to fall. Now this is a proper boss battle. Our hero flashes a cocky grin. Guess the main character has to step up. Their damage is too low, so it is my turn. Spreading his wings, he launches like a missile. He copies the lightning element, fusing it with a devastating physical punch. The combo is absolutely busted. Boosted by wing speed, his crackling lightning-infused fist buries itself deep into the monster's gaping wound. Volts surge from his arm into its body. He viciously mocks the beast, swearing he will roast it into pure charcoal. He pushes harder. The system spams notifications demanding he awaken and finally secure the kill. Boom! The monster finally bites the dust. A heavenly level-up glow washes over his girls. They praise his unbelievable overpowered strike. He pumps his fist. The nightmare is over, but mid-celebration his mana hits 0. He spectacularly faints right into his gorgeous companion's arms. They panic, asking if he is okay. He gives a weak thumbs up. Copying their absurdly overpowered skills just completely drained his stamina. Time to escape this dungeon. Those arrogant fools from the Magic Association are definitely monster food by now. Quest cleared. Now it is time for a juicy class promotion. After endlessly grinding mobs without sleep, he finally gets to touch some grass. Morning arrives. The system chimes with a sweet victory sound. He officially promotes to an elite tamer. He throws a party. That boss fight was total hell. Still, the massive skill upgrades make it totally worth the pain. Meanwhile, the outside crowd is absolutely losing their minds. Is not this the exact same newbie who just awakened 5 minutes ago? Double class promotion already. This breaks all the rules. The perception lady rolls her eyes. Normal folks really cannot comprehend true genius. Honestly, his ridiculous speedrunning pace is just everyday news to her now. Our hero eagerly opens the system window, hyped, to check out their shiny new stats. The ant flexes, feeling invincible with her shield buffed to 60%. Tianhu proudly chirps about unlocking a glorious hidden evolution stage. He stares at their broken status screens and violently facepalms. Why are his own summons completely outscaling him in raw power? They are only 1 level apart, yet their base attributes are literally 10 times higher than his. He breathes in some copium. It is totally fine. They are his loyal pets, so their broken stats technically belong to him. Hold the phone, where is the sweet loot? What overpowered protagonist skills did he actually unlock from this insane promotion? Time to choose his cheat skill. The legendary fusion option pops up again, offering the broken ability to physically merge with his summons. He also rolls telepathy for silent comms, plus a defensive stealth skill that grants perfect invisibility outside combat. His beast girls eagerly crowd him. They desperately beg their master to lock in the fusion ability. Merging bodies with their master sounds like an absolute dream. Linhan strokes his chin. A full fusion state definitely outclasses any basic spell. If he had this cheat yesterday, that snobby master would have never dared to embarrass him. Zero hesitation this time. He smashes the confirm button on fusion, the ultimate power-up. He cannot wait to test drive this beastly form. Ding! A golden system quest instantly drops. The squad gathers around the glowing screen. Oh, the author is really cooking up a juicy plotline today. The rewards are absolutely stacked. A slot for a third summon, plus a massive bounty of 1,500 system points. The ant loudly pouts. Master, are you seriously bringing another giant beast into our party? Are not my stats enough for you? Someone steps up to pet her head, but plot twist, it is not our hero. Shendu glides in. She promises the sulking ant that while Master collects a zoo, he will never toss his original pets aside. She glares at him for confirmation. Sweating bullets, he nervously stammers out a yes. He absolutely must grind levels, because a massive canonical event is approaching fast. His pets tilt their heads in pure confusion. Cut to a few days later, right after the Academy's brutal entrance exams, center stage stands Psycom. Our boy completely erased that absolute lunatic from his memory. Psycom grabs the mic. Today is a glorious battlefield for everyone, aiming for the absolute top. Meanwhile, our hero rubs his dark circles. I literally grinded mobs for 3 days straight. I completely deleted this tournament arc from my brain. Thank heavens my memory finally kicked in. If I forgot about Big Sis again, she'd snap my spine like a twig. And yeah, he's definitely picturing her terrifying wrath right now. Boom. His beast space violently rattles. Those two crazy girls are screaming their heads off inside his pocket dimension. To dodge unnecessary drama, he shoved them into his inventory system. Man, stuffing them in that magical item shop was an absolute nightmare. Right on cue, the principal grabs the mic. He dramatically welcomes the elite university scouts judging today's bloodbath. Here comes the ultimate headache. Which academy gets our overpowered hero? Those two boring guys up front look exactly like generic background characters. Wait, scratch that. The middle guy is radiating a seriously heavy glowing spiritual aura. Ding system check confirms they represent the Empire's absolute peak universities. Changio whispers that these legendary scouts never show up together. The cosmic script definitely changed this year. He nudges our boy, asking if he's gunning for a spot in those god-tier schools. But Linhan's radar is locked onto someone else entirely. Who's the intimidating military dude in the giant hat waving at everyone? The headmaster drops the bomb. That absolute unit is the supreme director of the military academy. Changio's jaw hits the floor. A military boss easily crushes those regular magic schools in pure raw authority. He aggressively elbows Linhan, begging for stat leaks. What's his current level, and which legendary beasts did he officially contract? Changio proudly flexes his level 15 aura, finally looking like a solid sub-boss. Our hero chuckles, almost dropping a compliment about his grinding. But cue the dramatic villain music, because the most punchable young master in this entire webtoon just strutted into the room. That blonde pest arrogantly snorts. He claims useless trash like them will never survive Chanhao, so they should just wake up already. Our tank buddy explodes with pure rage. He dares the blonde brat to step up and settle things with a brutal bare-knuckle brawl. He aggressively demands his 100,000 gold back. Fang instantly sweats bullets, tragically recalling that utterly humiliating betting loss. Recovering his massive ego, Fang glares at Linhan. He declares they aren't even on the same playing field. Our main character just deadpans. Smiling coldly, Linhan promises to completely shatter his delusions today. Boom, the grand exam kicks off with power scaling and combat trials. Linhan questions if it's just a boring stat check. The instructor heavily waves his hands. Calm down, you incredibly nervous rookies. These numbers won't instantly doom your fate. You still have the bloody practical exams to completely prove your worth. He fiercely smirks. Obviously, you total noobs phase 2 is all about extreme party synergy and raw combat survival. The top 3 surviving squads score insane evolution artifacts. Plus, they get absolute VIP priority during the official academy draft. Bonus rule. Elite professors can draft absolutely anyone they fancy, even if your basic test scores are pure garbage. Because sometimes, a solo leveling god gets dragged down by a trash party. The starting gong violently shatters the air, and the arena explodes. The mob desperately charges the evaluation crystal. The first pathetic cannon fodder steps back, weeping in total defeat. Man, my stats are absolute garbage. Level 10 and 11, pure garbage stats for these barely awakened mob characters. The tsundere senior nervously crosses her arms. Whatever hidden cards that brat has, he better play them perfectly today. His entire destiny is on the line. She furiously bites her lip, completely pretending she doesn't care about that infuriating, life-ruining idiot. A smarmy voice abruptly interrupts her panic. Hey, senior, you aren't secretly planning to carry any worthless dead weight today, right? It's that arrogant Fang. He maliciously mocks her obvious bias toward Linhan, claiming that pathetic loser deserves absolutely zero VIP protection. Her killing intent instantly flares. Shut your mouth, you arrogant ape. Take your stupid exam and completely vanish. Okay, her death glare communicated exactly that. Fang just flashes a villainous grin. Just watch me publicly crush Lin Han. Behold the power of a true genius. He arrogantly slams his palm into the crystal. Boom, a blazing level 16 magically erupts. The crowd completely loses their minds. What insane talent. He walks off like an absolute god, completely unaware. A massive reality check is rapidly approaching. Butterfly Girl instantly appears entirely ready to ruthlessly steal his pathetic little spotlight. He arrogantly corners Lin Han. Look closely, you pathetic extra. I'm the true genius. You will never ever close this massive power gap. Lin Han simply chuckles, brutally declaring that her little rival is already ancient history. Lingshu gracefully touches the orb and it violently flashes. Level 17 jaws drop everywhere. The power scaling of this exam is officially breaking. Newbies absolutely shouldn't possess these monstrous stats. But hey, our lovable tank friend isn't slacking off either, right? If the ultimate prodigy is dominating at 17, his solid 15 deserves serious respect. Who knew devouring infinite snacks? Granted secret experience buffs? The academy staff completely freak out. This girl is an absolute monster. She's a generational talent. Even the elite scouts start furiously whispering. Damn, we must definitely draft her immediately. Another elite scout frantically nods in total agreement. Her aura is undeniably terrifying, but suddenly the imposing military commander completely interrupts. Hey director, I demand to see this supposedly legendary tamer named Lin Han. Bring out your hidden anomaly immediately. Perfectly timed, our main character's name echoes across the arena. Everyone recognizes the absolute madman who completely shattered the impossible illusion realm records. Our main character steps up while Fang keeps yapping. Zip it, Blondie. I am skipping his dialogue. We all know the drill. Meanwhile, the busty teacher. Gotta give her some screen time. Linhan shoots her a smirk. Relax, my beautiful teacher. I got this. I will crush this blonde punk's ego. She blushes like crazy. Absolutely shameless. He is totally loving the bad boy energy. She is mentally cheering. Yes, Linhan, destroy him. Our boy touches the crystal sphere. He gives it a slow rub, ready to reveal his legendary potential. Wild energy pulses through his palms. The teacher gasps. She has never felt an aura this intense. Crack. The massive artifact explodes into dust. His chubby friend panics, asking what the heck just happened. The teacher frantically checks on him. He just shrugs it off. But why did the legendary tester shatter? Total nonsense. Linhan subtly hides a smirk. Did he just break the system with his overpowered stats? Cue the jealous rival. Fang sneers that Linhan is so trash. The orb committed suicide out of pity. Missed the corrupt teacher, Kochang. Nobody did. But here comes a brand new hater to ruin everything. This jerk screams that Linhan failed and smashed academy property. What an absolute clown. Wait, is that the same guy? Nope, classic manga trope. It is his twin brother. Sporting terrible red hair and massive ego, Linhan is confused. Did the academy not expel this garbage bloodline? Who is backing this loser? The busty teacher whispers the truth. That is the fired scumbag's twin brother. He is an exam supervisor. And shocker, he wants pure revenge for what happened to his dear brother. The evil twin shouts director. This trash broke our sacred relic. He ruined the exam for everyone. Disqualify him immediately, Linhan finally snaps. He calls out the absolute hypocrisy of this rigged system. Just because your brother got clapped does not give you the right to sabotage my divine exam. Twin simply scoffs, treating our main character like a completely worthless beast tamer scrub. Linhan hopes for a beautiful scout, but we are stuck with a fat guy in a tiny tie and another corrupt official agreeing. The elites snort. If he is just a lowly tamer class, why even bother? Smash the holy artifact. Tossing out his test scores is simply absolute justice. The director blocks Linhan's path. Boy, these VIPs represent elite academies. I must respect their supreme authority. The haters secretly celebrate. They finally crushed our main character's glowing path to greatness. Should combat power not define a warrior? Linhan asks. The stoic army judge nods, sitting in an unbelievably awkward pose. He spits facts. The basic level test only measures raw, boring effort. Real survival requires raw battle strength. He roasts the elite scouts for focusing on useless, shiny numbers. You do not argue with the military. The arrogant elites blush, forced to swallow their pride and agree with him. His piercing gaze locks onto the director. Let the trials continue. The director bows, thanking him for sparing Linhan. Great, another massive favor owed. But honestly, Linhan realizes Director Ye is secretly a pretty legendary guy. The busty mentor gasps. He is strictly neutral. I cannot believe he defied the elites for you. Take this golden chance and conquer. But blonde boy Fang is still choking on his salty tears. He loudly copes, claiming Linhan is still pure trash and will inevitably fail the actual combat phase. Our absolute Chad fires back. Little boy feeling tough today. Keep barking, and my beasts might just devour you in the arena. Casual public death threats. Hilariously bold. He walks away like a boss. See you in battle. The director roars. The next trial begins. Boom. A live national broadcast. Elite masters from every region will watch this bloodbath, so fight to survive. The chubby comic relief waddles over. Hey boss, let us team up. I will totally carry you, Linhan nods. A two-man party is solid. Suddenly, a super shy anime girl in a tiny skirt nervously approaches. Eep, I am Su-Ting, please let me join. The fat buddy loses his mind. Bro, a cute girl wants us. The Riz is just too powerful, but our lone wolf main character hates dealing with massive noisy parties. Literally has two magical waifus sealed inside his soul. Who needs more drama? Sorry kid, party is full. Go find some other carries. We are at max capacity. An absolutely freezing rejection, peak, sigma, male behavior. But his massive buddy drops some absolute truth. You fool, what is a dungeon raid without a cute girl? Plus, the system requires a trio. Having her is a total cheat code. Zooting refuses to back down, shaking her head with absolute conviction. No way, Linhan, you are on another level. My only shot at passing this trial is clinging to your party. Please let me join your squad. I might just be a level 15 elite knight, but I swear my shield will not falter. Our main character raises an eyebrow. Her pure sincerity is undeniable, and zero backstabbing vibes detected. Changio elbows him with a smirk. Well, punk, accept her already. I need some serious eye candy in this raid. Linhan pauses, but the relentless nagging breaks his defense. He nods, and Zooting's face instantly beams. He instantly tosses their party form to Big Big, whose eyes lock onto the unexpected addition. Class 3's Zooting. Oh ho, chasing another pretty face, are we? He frantically waves his arms. Absolutely not. Her tanking class is just a flawless strategic match. She brings perfect synergy to our party. Big Big exhales, dramatically confessing she prayed he would team up with Ling Shu. But that Ice Queen allied with Fang's faction, Lin Han's aura spikes with comedic rage. Are you kidding? She joined that arrogant clown. What absolute betrayal. He gently pats his stunning mentor's arm. Relax, this early roster does not dictate fate. Flustered, she mutters to just avoid being a total laughingstock out there, because her entire reputation is tied to his stats. If he crashes, her prestige burns with him. She orders him to stay sharp in this lethal trial. Wait, what the heck? Snuggling up to a student like that, get over here. Bing Bing, you are making our guy blush, the chubby gatekeeper groans. Yo, Romeo, stop flexing your harem and step into the dimensional rift already. Our hero marches forward with legendary swagger, realizing his support network is actually insanely massive. Time to drop the low-level disguise. The ultimate flex begins now. The view instantly cuts to the scorching forbidden wasteland. The system voice roars, dividing the hunting grounds into bronze, silver, and gold difficulty tiers. Naturally, superior zones harbor far deadlier boss monsters. Our Academy-issued tactical bracelets boot up, ready to broadcast live survival updates, and the brutal leaderboards, plus a massive swarm of camera drones tracks every single move. The raid officially begins. Fang immediately pushes forward solo, while Ling Shu shines with chilling elegance. Fang smirks, calling this trial absolute child's play. Suddenly, 3 venomous scales dash at the Ice Queen, but one simple snap unleashes absolute zero. Talk about a frosty attitude. Boom. The frozen beasts instantly shatter into a million glittering ice shards. The spectator plaza erupts. Fang and Ling Shu dominate the holographic scoreboards, leaving the crowd completely mind-blown. A rival guildmaster nods in awe, stating those two prodigies are worth starting a bidding war over. Meanwhile, our underdog Lin Han is decaying at rock bottom, with absolute 0 points. Backing this rookie suddenly looks like a terrible investment. Coach Shang scoffs in disgust. They are literally the only scoreless party. What an absolute disgrace to our academy's honor. But Big Big smirks, trusting his hidden genius. Suddenly, blazing red hazard alerts flash across the screen. Our trio had carelessly breached a restricted territory. A system drone frantically buzzes, screaming at them to retreat. They just crossed into the level 10 to 20 nightmare sector. Big Matt panics. Yo, Linhan bro, this is the deadly silver zone. Have you lost your mind? The MC just chuckles. These sweet fools have no clue he grinds silver tiers daily. Suddenly his comms light up with Fang's trash talk, demanding the weakling flee before humiliating himself further. Our protagonist sighs at the childish ego trip. The squad fumes with sudden fiery determination. There is 0 chance we surrender to that clown. Ding, a legendary system quest suddenly manifests. Objective annihilate. 10 golden tier apocalypse beasts. The loot. A massive 1000 beast points the exact fuel needed for evolution. Are there any super jack targets lurking in these sands? Now, that sounds like a massive jackpot. Big Matt trembling like a leaf stammers. Hey Lin Han, are we actually geared enough for silver-class nightmares? Su Ting bites her lip. Exactly. Those elite silver variants always hunt in massive swarms. An entire wave will ambush us. Can our stats survive that heavy aggro? Lin Han just grins. Relax, team. We are merely sightseeing and farming some quick exp as we walk. Our true destination is the mythical gold zone. Hearing that suicide mission, his two companions instantly turn as pale as ghosts. Yet while they casually banter a terrifying level, 18 Desert Hyena locks onto them from the shadows. Tong Jiao brags about his flawless courage, but Lin Han suddenly reacts. His fist clenches, delivering a devastating explosive strike to the unseen predator. 4 vicious scavengers ambush his rear. Our OP hero casually spins, unleashing a brutal combo straight into their snarling jaws. The doomed beasts instantly collapse, perfectly captured by the awestruck system drones. Boom. 450 points per kill. He glances back, asking if they are actually joining his golden tier raid. Wait, why are they frozen like statues? Those glorious party leechers just stood there. Eventually, they snap out of it, agreeing that the loot drops ahead must be insane. Back at the hub, Mr. Big starts sweating bullets. Suddenly, a stunning glasses-wearing teacher who radiates heavy mother-in-law energy glares. Your crazy student Lin Han is dragging my precious Su Ting straight into a death trap. If a single hair on her head gets harmed, he's dead meat. Mr. Big sighs heavily. Miss Lee, breathe. I told you already. That kid is entirely in his own element. Lurking behind them, Teacher Chiang scoffs. What a tragedy. This arrogant brat is marching straight to his grave and dragging his helpless friends down too. Mr. Big glares coldly. Where is your professional pride? Bad-mouthing a student like some common street thug. The snake just smirks. Humiliating, please. I'm just grieving for those innocent lambs he's leading to the slaughterhouse. The university scouts nod along like sheep. Such a compassionate instructor. Truly touching. Suddenly, a scout's jaw hits the floor. Wait a second. Why are Lin's points exploding out of absolutely nowhere? He was stalled at the peak, but wait, he just snatched 450 points from a single hyena. The military scout gasps as the leaderboard catches absolute fire numbers climbing into the stratosphere. Mr. Big slams the desk, barking at the tech guy. Switch the main feed right now, show me that boy's screen. The monitor flickers to life. A gigantic ant is absolutely shredding a wolf to pieces, while Tang Jiao calls down a raging thunderstorm from the heavens. Teacher Lin's eyes sparkle with absolute awe. Good heavens. Are those legendary summons actually belonging to him? The elite scouts instantly lean in, practically drooling. I will admit, one murmurs his familiars pack some serious firepower. So that is his hidden trump card, but Teacher Chiang just sneers bitterly. Flashy pets will not save him from reality. He is dead meat. He is crossing into the Silver District Ordinary. Summons will get instantly pulverized in a hellscape like that. Yet his summons march fiercely onward, utterly annihilating every wolf in sight. It is like an automated point farm, Teacher Lin gasps. They are literally just strolling, and the scoreboard is completely breaking. Teacher Chiang sweats bullets. At this godlike clearing speed, they will permanently secure the ultimate throne. Mr. Big nudges her. See, you panicked over nothing. This kid is a walking miracle. And honestly, this totally explains why our boy brutally rejected that elite void beast she tried to gift him. You know, the extravagant monster delivered by truck. Remember how our chaotic protagonist casually punted the damn thing away? Divine birds rain down apocalyptic lightning while our boy strolls through, casually unleashing a cannon-like punch that shatters the very earth. His score hits the stratosphere. Meanwhile, his buddies are literal VIP spectators. I get being underleveled, but they're basically just cheerleaders right now. Our fearless main character just smirks. Pick up the pace, slackers. We are pushing forward. His crew trembles in absolute awe, terrified by his insane power. Dude, didn't we all awaken at the exact same time? The power gap is just utterly absurd. Weren't you capped at Tier 2? But Lin just laughs. Tier 2, that is ancient history, man. Their jaws drop to the core. Wait. Do not tell me you hit Tier 3. Tang Jiao clutches his hair in sheer madness. Heavens above, how did you mutate into such a monster so fast? Our hero smacks his arm away. Get your sweaty paws off me and chill. Honestly, this silver zone is completely boring me. Keep moving. In the viewing room, Lee gasps. They are actually marching straight into the gold zone. Even Mr. Big is sweating bullets, praying the kid survives this suicidal dive. Right on cue, the toxic Kawaki starts spewing his usual garbage. This arrogant brat thinks slaughtering a few low-tier mutts makes him a god. Deep down, Mr. Big is shaking with anxiety, but outwardly she fiercely defends our protagonist. Watch and weep. See how effortlessly he casually slaughters these silver-tier monsters. Drop the toxic sarcasm and trust your own students. Meanwhile, Calvang grinds his teeth. Linhan, you absolute bastard. Because of you, my brother is rotting behind bars. Mark my words, I will completely erase you from existence today. Meanwhile, bordering the bronze and silver zones, Fang smirks arrogantly. Relax, team. Our total score is definitely crushing those weaklings already. Those pathetic losers never even stood a ghost of a chance. Suddenly, his smartphone aggressively buzzes with a new alert. It is a panic text from Kokxiang Linhan, just violently snatched second place and is marching straight toward the deadly gold zone. That idiot is basically committing suicide there. We just need to camp this silver zone and heavily farm points safely. Ling starts raising absolute death flags with her speech. We hold the throne. There is zero reason to gamble our lives now. Let us just turtle up here. Why dive into a deadly horde of silver beasts? But predictably, that glory-seeking idiot has already dashed off. Speak of the devil. A terrifying level 20 monster appears. Fang tracked the leaked coordinates to violently lure it back for massive points. He grins like a maniac. If they slay this demonic level 20 boss, the absolute #1 crown is theirs. One massive problem. The beast is charging like a bullet train. How the hell is it so insanely fast? Instantly, a massive glacier violently erupts from the earth, brutally smashing right into the furious beast's chest. But the giant ape easily shatters the ice. Ling frantically spams razor-sharp stalactites, screaming internally. Why did this colossal idiot aggro a boss-tier monster? Fang barks back. Just shut up and cast. Help me and that Storm Swordmaster title is guaranteed yours. What a garbage-tier party. Seriously, is she the most clueless female lead ever? She totally played herself. Crack. The demonic ape shatters her ice magic and goes berserk. Her frost arrows just bounce right off its thick hide. The beast leaps ready to smash. She braces for impact, desperately praying for that giant ant to swoop in and save them. Blinking through the chaos, she spots him. Linhan struts in like a boss, casually smirking. Well, look who we have here. Boom, Tianho unleashes absolute havoc. Searing purple lightning completely obliterates the raging beast where it stands. In mere heartbeats, the monstrous threat becomes a charred corpse. Ling Su is utterly stunned. A level 20 boss one-shot Linhan scoffs at these noobs challenging such a terrifying beast, while Fang just glares. Fang's pride is severely bruised. Realizing who he just saved, our hero instantly regrets stepping in. What a massive waste of energy. He should have let karma work, but that ungrateful Fang smears his hands in monster gore, grabbing Linhan's collar with pure venom. Who asked for your help? You just wanted to steal my kill. Fang barks, deliberately rubbing the foul-smelling monster blood all over our protagonist's clean shirt. Stop acting like a complete clown, Ling Su snaps. Without his timely rescue, we would be absolute monkey food right now. Smack. She forcefully slaps Fang's hand away, utterly disgusted by his pathetic display of misplaced ego. Fang thinks Linhan is just scheming for leaderboard points, but smack, Ling Su delivers a brutal strike right to his face. Taste that justice. You dare strike me, he gasps in utter disbelief. Why shouldn't I? She roars back. Oh, the absolute burn. She exposes the truth. She only partied with this loser for that sweet level 20 exclusive gear his rich family promised. He is basically breathing trash, unworthy of even her insults. Absolutely humiliated, the wealthy idiot stammers, trying to salvage his shattered pride. But Linhan is already out of there. Cute drama, but I am on a schedule, he chuckles casually, heading back to his actual squad. Fang smirks wickedly in the shadows. Let the cocky bastard act tough for now, because stepping into the deadly gold zone wearing that blood-soaked shirt is pure suicide. That demonic scent will definitely summon an absolute nightmare, right? Leaving those two fools behind at the gold zone border might just be the biggest flex or the craziest mistake he has ever made. His friends were practically waiting to die. But catching sight of Linhan, the chubby guy's face lights up with absolute joy. Boss, I thought I would never taste junk food again, he bawls, hugging Linhan's leg. But then an imposing level 28 netherwolf steps from the shadows. Good grief. These monster levels are absolutely terrifying. Honestly, that strict instructor was completely right. Dragging low-level students into this hellish abyss is pure madness. The danger here is no joke. Boom, Linhan casually throws a single punch, obliterating the beast against a massive tree. Brutal. Still, his system quest requires 10 of these nightmares. This might get dicey. Like clockwork, glowing red eyes pierce the darkness. A savage wolf pack suddenly surrounds them, but our main character just grins like a maniac. Farming the Silver Zone gave his two divine beasts enough experience for an insane evolution. Sokka, the giant ant, and Tianho, the thunder goddess, are totally ready to shatter their level caps. The duo unleashes absolute carnage, effortlessly shredding the pack to pieces. Sweet experience points flood in, pushing both divine pets straight to level 26. Honestly, if he tames a furry wolf waifu next, the fanbase is going to completely lose its collective mind. The tropes are getting wild. In a flash, the entire wolf pack is decimated. A glorious 1,000 system points trigger a massive level up boost. He instantly dumps 1,400 attribute points directly into raw strength. Suddenly, Sokka leaps up, tackling him right in the chest. The humanized ant clings to him greedily, tasting the residual monster aura. Master is so delicious, she purrs, refusing to let go. Lin Han stands completely dumbfounded while a super jealous Tian Ho demands the greedy bug unhand their master immediately. The two legendary beasts blush fiercely, leaving his teammates awkwardly staring. This is definitely not the standard beast taming manual they studied. Snapping back to reality, Lin Han kicks two half-dead wolves toward his pals. Finish them off. It is time you slackers earn some free points. But those two only care about the juicy experience. Tang Jiao immediately opens up the massive tournament leaderboard. Boom, absolute first place with 7,200 points. Honestly, considering his insane rampage, I expected at least 20,000 by now. Regardless, a score that absurd must be causing massive shockwaves in the real world. Back outside, Elite Academy, recruiters are practically foaming at the mouth. One hefty representative slams the table. Lin Han belongs to my university. A rival scout fiercely interjects. Dream on, you idiot. Your trash school doesn't even specialize in beast taming. His legendary talents belong with us. As they bicker like wild animals, Teacher Song stands completely paralyzed. Is this monstrous prodigy really just a high school senior? This level of heaven-defying talent usually only spawns in elite families. Even his gorgeous senior sister watches in absolute awe at his dominant performance. Holy crap, these prestigious deans are literally seconds away from a full-blown fistfight over this rookie. Stand down before I break your legs. A chilling voice commands. It is Commander Yu from the military sector reminding them who truly runs this show. The recruiters completely panicked. Crap, the military commander wants Lin Han. Our quotas are totally dead. Elite academies are not. You literally cannot outbid the national military. Surprisingly, the commander plays fair. What truly matters is the academy student Lin Han actually desires. He holds the power, zip it until the trial ends. The rival scouts nervously nod along. Meanwhile, the principal is dramatically sobbing. To think military elites would actually fight over my student. The principal feels incredibly proud, but Kakshan is basically malfunctioning. How did Lin Han become so unbelievably overpowered? That kid was certified academy trash. Kakshan desperately hopes young Master Fang eliminates him inside the dungeon. Speak of the devil, inside the trial zone, Fang spots the main character absolutely dominating the leaderboard. His fragile ego completely shatters. He demands blood. Ling Su, you absolute moron. We must steal first place. But Ling Su just bursts out laughing. This arrogant fool genuinely thinks he can actually surpass Lin Han. Veins pop on his forehead. What is that supposed to mean? Do you want the level 20 weapon or not? She brutally rejects him. My mana is completely drained. If you crave the crown so badly, go suicide charge solo. I am absolutely done fighting. Obviously, this spoiled brat cannot solo anything. Fuming, he tells her to rot. He will crush Lin Han later. Soon after the exam completely concludes, glowing portals instantly open. Stepping through first are Fang and Ling Su, forever stuck in completely pathetic second place. The principal aggressively claps. Excellent hustle, especially you, Ling Su. Your lethal combat arts obliterated countless terrifying elite monsters. Oh, and young Master Fang did somewhat okay too. A reckless hothead who aggroed a massive demon and nearly wiped the team, but good effort. The rich kid gets completely violated mid-compliment. Su Qing smiles. Elite guilds will definitely scout them, but where is Lin Han? Meanwhile, Fang smirks evilly. I drenched that total loser in monster bait. The moment he entered the gold tier zone, a massive monstrous horde definitely devoured him. Suddenly, the massive crowd erupts. Lin Han is here. The absolute Gigachad and his squad casually stroll out, securing flawless first place. The blonde rival's brain totally short-circuits. This is mathematically impossible. Basic logic completely denies this. You were literally stuck in second place before. How did you suddenly survive and totally dominate the entire final scoreboard? The ruthless recruiters violently shove Fang aside. Move extra. They excitedly mob the main character. Holy crap, Lin Han, you are a literal god. Full ride scholarships, infinite resources, gorgeous waifus, join us. Lin Han just awkwardly sweats. Man, these old dudes have absolutely zero chill whatsoever. It quickly devolves into a pathetic shouting match. Dragon Academy rules. Shut up. Phoenix Guild is vastly superior. The main character senses their bizarre desperation. Suddenly, the military commander releases a terrifying aura. Silence. Let the legendary rookie decide his own ultimate fate. Stepping forward respectfully, the commander asks a genuinely spine-chilling question. Mr. Lin Han, what is your true awakened level? Judging by your monstrous aura, you must have forcefully broken through to Tier 3. The massive crowd collectively loses their minds. Duh. The absolute madman was slaughtering level 28 boss monsters. A mere level 20 normie would have instantly become literal demon snacks. This massive revelation makes the military recruiters froth at the mouth. The principal dramatically whines. Why hide this glorious Tier 3 advancement from me? My poor heart almost gave out Su Qing, totally sighs. If I spilled the beans, nobody would believe such absolute absurdity. Internally, though, you absolute sneaky bastard. Even I was completely clueless. Meanwhile, Fang's brain explodes from pure jealousy. Why is this former trash suddenly an unbeatable god? By all logic, Fang was the undisputed academy prodigy. Desperate, he shamelessly screams hacks. This cheating rat used forbidden exploits. Awakenings literally happened days ago. Reaching Tier 3 is biologically impossible. Suddenly, Lin Han and the mighty commander perfectly synchronize. Oh right, you exist. Realizing their absolutely hilarious telepathy, the commander chuckles and gently gestures for our overpowered main character to casually step aside. Honestly, the unspoken bromance chemistry here absolutely eclipses any romantic tension with the actual female leads so far. Lin Han perfectly recalls Fang's pathetic trash talk and how this absolute chad of a commander fearlessly defended his honor. Time to end this clown's whole career. He flexes his blinding status window. Read it and weep, loser. Level 27, Elite Beast Tamer. He ruthlessly drops a massive truth bomb. Did you seriously think I missed you smearing beast aggro blood on my chest? Congratulations, you accidentally fed me infinite EXP. Fang's face turns completely pale. Absolute slander. I have zero clue what you mean. Pure nonsense. Then the smirking head examiner dramatically steps up. Hey brat, save your pathetic breath. Denial is totally useless. The dungeon's omniscient cameras captured every single dirty trick. Your petty sabotage is on glorious high-definition display. Yet bizarrely, a psychotic little smirk creeps across Fang's face. Massive red flags everywhere. Lin Han's danger sense instantly tingles. Fang chuckles evilly. Examiner Co, please roll the tapes. Let us verify this ridiculous accusation. Honestly, I expected a massive fourth-wall-breaking plot twist right here. Plot twist. Gao smashed the lens boldly, claiming the footage mysteriously vanished. Big violently swiped the monitor, vowing to recover that hidden data, regardless. Gao smirked, thinking she was completely clueless. Did they really expect him to leave a trail? Suddenly, a commanding voice ordered silence. The military commander stepped forward, revealing he backed up every single camera feed. Assessing candidate combat performance was his absolute priority. Hence, his squad secretly planted hidden lenses beforehand to capture every shadow. He initiated the hologram, noting it lacked official legal standing. Yet the footage clearly exposed Fang scooping up demonic monkey blood before aggressively choking our hero. He declared that demonic monkey blood was notorious for acting as a hypnotic monster magnet. Fang was extremely lucky he targeted a student. Injuring a military asset would have condemned his entire family to absolute ruin. Principal Shikong materialized, absolutely furious. Fang Yang, you dared taint our academy honor. Consider your pathetic student career completely terminated. But Lin Han ruthlessly interjected, completely exposing that idiot Fang as merely a disposable chess piece. A clueless brat like him definitely lacked the brainpower to utilize hypnotic blood correctly. Lin confidently pointed his finger directly at Gao Xiang, exposing the true mastermind. This evaluator schemed his elimination, constantly conveniently destroying evidence. Sweating bullets, Gao Xiang panicked, stuttering that he was completely innocent. I merely observe. Stop this nonsense, you delusional child. I despise that repulsive Fang Yang. Why would I ever help him? Being his ally brings absolute shame. Refusing to sink alone, an enraged Fang Yang instantly retaliated. You traitorous scum. Do not abandon me now. I just craved those bonus points. You literally texted me the evil blueprint. You ordered me to stain Lin Han uniform. Gao Xiang erupted with blazing fury, brutally kicking Fang Jia aggressively, demanding he shut his lying mouth forever. Fang's smartphone clattered across the floor. Big snagged it hilariously, mocking his pathetic lack of a lock screen password. Zero privacy kid, scanning the glaring digital evidence, she triumphantly announced the absolute truth to everyone. Gao had secretly orchestrated the entire ambush. Panicking wildly, Gao lunged forward, screaming about forged evidence while desperately grabbing for his device. But the director scoffed at his familial trash lineage, ruthlessly slamming him into the dirt by his miserable neck. Manipulating an official military assessment warrants a terrifying retribution far beyond your pathetic comprehension. Immediately rival university recruiters loudly blacklisted Fang. Nobody wanted a corrupt, backstabbing liability poisoning their prestigious academic ranks. Reality crashed down. His promising destiny was completely shattered. Lin Han realized the entire puzzle clicked perfectly when that foolish ant foolishly touched the cursed blood. He genuinely never expected Commander Ye's surveillance network to successfully record the dirty sabotage. A military path seemed incredibly tempting now. Radiating immense authority, the commander practically handed our hero a golden ticket. Your monstrous talent is undeniable, kid. Join our elite military vanguard and conquer the real battlefield. Lin Han pondered. Maybe joining these absolute powerhouses was optimal. Instantly, rival academy scouts aggressively panicked, begging him to choose their legendary Jingbei campus instead. A hilarious bidding war erupted over our legendary main character. The director watched chuckling at this incredibly rare talent scramble. He was their absolute champion. Soon after the grand award ceremony concluded, shifting to the epic treasure distribution phase, bronze tier went to Pink Hair and her nameless mob allies. Silver went to that moron Lin Shu. Taking the golden crown, our legendary protagonist and his two hilarious sidekicks. His godly performance earned him a luxurious downtown villa, plus a ridiculously overpowered celestial fist manual. He also snagged a golden artifact. It boosted stats by 20% for 3 minutes, usable 3 times. Our modest hero graciously thanked his unwavering supporters, passionately swearing an eternal oath to defend his hometown from future destruction. Internally, this cheeky rascal celebrated scoring a massive mansion, dreaming of hilariously cozy sleepovers with his favorite duo. What an insane haul. His cheerful mentor promised Big would soon guide him to his glorious new estate. Arriving at the desolate ghost city, our exhausted hero lazily crashed in the spacious back seat. Stop hilariously hugging the car door, Big teased, practically vibrating to discover his final academy choice. Naturally, Jingbei Academy promised a delightfully peaceful progression route, but would he actually choose boredom? Still, you cannot deny the military academy is the ultimate training ground. If he wants to reach the absolute apex, joining the army is his golden ticket. Sure, Jingbei University throws crazy resources at their students. If he were a regular scrub needing handouts, that would be the obvious play. But our guy already has Ai and Tanu. With those two overpowered queens, his inventory is basically stacked. Right now, his real priority is grinding Tamer points and hoarding ultra-rare mythical beasts. Therefore, the military route is locked in. Big Sis completely agrees, flashing a smile and telling her cute junior to rely on her for absolutely anything. Lin Han secretly chuckles. The Bai family might have insane wealth, but their reach does not extend into the hardcore military faction. But hey, no sweat. With 2 literal goddesses backing him up, our boy is basically playing on easy mode. Suddenly, the driver cranks the wheel. Our poor main character goes flying sideways, face planting directly into her glorious lap. Holy jackpot. The busty beauty casually rests her massive assets on his head. Little bro, need a new summon. Big Sis has got your back. I know the perfect spot for elite fire attribute beasts. Want to catch something incredibly spicy and hot? Our hero is blushing furiously while she casually mentions the legendary Forest of Flames located right outside Shanxi City. Apparently, a platinum tier firebird spawns there. Snagging that bad boy would be the ultimate power-up before he officially enrolls in the academy. He tries to focus on the firebird, but he is terribly distracted by the massive twin peaks looming over him. Plus, clearing that specific dungeon is exactly what he needs to unlock the requirements for his level 4 advancement. He playfully asks if he is interested. He stammers out a yes, standing up like a ripe tomato. She totally knows he was staring. She winks. Time to hit the flaming forest. Boom. Sudden scene change, they are already there. Wait, are we seriously not stopping home first? Seriously, the grind never stops for this guy. Strolling through the danger zone, she just hopes the spawn coordinates for the monster are actually accurate. Right on cue. Massive feral cats ambush them. Those are totally fire lions, not tigers. Our hero steps up, but Big Sis smirks. Scared kiddo, just hide behind your reliable senior. Suddenly, the flaming beasts fiercely charge forward. She casually flexes devastating ice magic, instantly skewering the flaming beasts. Our boy is utterly mind-blown. She is literally using ice against fire and still sweeping the floor with them. She even leaves them at 1 HP so he can steal the kill. He stutters. Big Sis, just how overpowered are you? She winks and promises him a private showcase later. But first, it is grinding time. Our lucky guy gets power leveled by a gorgeous senior while his 2 stunning female summons do the heavy lifting. Talk about absolute main character privilege. He effortlessly executes the weakened mobs, skyrocketing through levels 28, 29, and finally hitting 30. Then the mobs start dropping 0 EXP. Our boy is officially hard stuck again. Soon after, she checks if he maxed out. He nods, completely hitting the level cap. But Big Sis is not done spoiling her favorite junior just yet. She boldly grabs his hand, declaring it is time to move. The boss mob is right overhead. Looks like a giant flaming turkey perched up in that tree. She celebrates the accurate intel. Refusing to waste a single second, Lin crouches down, bursts out his glowing wings, and aggressively yeets himself at the shiny bird. Eager to flex for Big Sis, he summons the tiny ant midair and straight up yeets her at the bird. Hilariously, the giant avian does not even flinch. Smack right in the beak, the massive monster crash lands and violently detonates. Without missing a single beat, Lin Han instantly seals the contract. Well, that was ridiculously anticlimactic. Wait a second. The creature is level 35. This tiny insect packs a seriously abnormal punch, but then reality hits him. Despite rocking a much higher level than his other summons, her base stats are absolute garbage. Looks like it is time to spam that overpowered atavism skill and forcibly unlock her hidden ancestral potential. Big Sis casually dusts her hands off. Her babysitting duty is officially over. She announces a multi-day vacation, leaving our guy completely flying solo. Flashing a smirk, she tells the kid to keep grinding those levels. When he is finally strong enough, he better track her down with some epic surprises. Wait, seriously, she just revs her engine and peels out, abandoning our protagonist deep inside the monster-infested woods. At least drop a teleport scroll, lady. He completely ignores it. His only focus is forcibly awakening his ferocious new battle companion. He tosses the ant, triggers the awakening, and boom, a blinding light reveals the squad's very first stunning blonde. Her majestic white-gold hair signals her ultimate ancestral evolution. She honestly seems like the sweetest, most innocent waifu in the entire webtoon. But hold the phone. Why on earth does she have 45,000 strength and 78,000 agility? Those game-breaking numbers are completely bugged. Plus, she possesses a devastating area of effect skill that absolutely annihilates the terrain across a 1-kilometer radius. The overpowered cutie adorably clings to our hero for cuddles while he sweats and admits ancestral magic is terrifyingly awesome. Back at the evaluation hall, she predictably scores a flawless 5 stars. Our boy simply shrugs, completely numb to his legendary luck. Drawing top-tier companions is his new normal. The clueless extras outside eagerly gossip about the next candidate, only to get the absolute shock of their lives. The absolute Chad strolls past, flanked by stunning beauties, leaving the jealous mobs with their jaws completely glued to the floor. Now it is time to conquer the bitter swamp and wrap up this quest. Upon arrival, the zone looks surprisingly peaceful, with barely any monsters in plain sight. Suspiciously easy. These aquatic pests do not even look like a real threat. As the first beast lunges, he casually tags in his summon. Seriously. Does she not look like a glitchy waifu from a cheap gacha game? Promising to serve her master, she unleashes blazing hellfire, turning those poor water eels into crispy fried snacks. His current quest demands turtle shells, but the swamp is empty. His floating summon points the way, leading our brave hero deeper into the murky unknown. Deep inside the wetlands, a massive swarm of turtles appears. Our protagonist instantly panics, crying about his severe trypophobia. Thankfully, rounding them up all at once makes this a super easy farming session. He deploys his fierce combat pets to the front lines. Meanwhile, his weirdest summon just hovers nearby, doing her own bizarre thing. He commands the tiny one to guard him, while the others farm sweet experience points. Instantly, the little ant warrior charges with a heavy punch. Lightning crashes from the turtles, but he just sips juice and leeches the experience. Honestly, even breathing is too much work for this guy. Boom! A massive geyser erupts, revealing the level 49 Swamp Turtle King. The absolute unit unleashes a secret skill called 15 pixels. Instantly, our hero turns into literal pixels. He is totally panicking. Someone please fix this guy's graphics. Finn knows any normal player would sprint away from a level 49 boss, but he brought his squad. Armed with his cheat system, absurd stats, and 3 fierce monster girls, he is ready. He launches the tiny pet, pops his energy wings, and coordinates an epic tag team combo. Divine lightning crashes down right as his brutal punch connects, crushing the mini-boss. The poor beast is getting absolutely annihilated. His tiny helper tried to fix the pixels but got roasted instead. Honestly, our hero is shocked. The boss survived that insane full-power ultimate strike. Suddenly, a massive aquatic terror breaches the surface, swallowing the turtle whole. Mission completely failed. Thankfully, the system recalculates. The objective shifts from hunting the turtle to slaying this giant python. The bounty just jumped to 2,000 points. Smirking, our hero decides to test drive his brand new fusion ability. Holy crap. He is fusing the punchy ant, the lightning girl, and the spicy one. I am honestly terrified of what this monstrous combination will look like. Wait, what is this? He just gets shiny armor. Come on, author. I was totally expecting a giant legendary mecha to spawn. Why betray my expectations like that? Wait a second. Now I see the vision. His summons literally merged with his body to form an exoskeleton. Thank heavens he did not transform into a waifu himself. That would be deeply concerning. His strength stat just exploded to 91,000, but before he can strike another, massive serpent ambushes him from the shadows. His bonded spirits warn him through telepathy that more enemies are spawning. In a flash, 3 giant beasts surround him. He spins around, unleashing absolute hellfire and blowing up the entire swamp. The good news, total monster annihilation. The bad news, he gets 0 loot for this overkill. But hey, with the mobs gone, only the final boss remains. Igniting his energy wings, he blasts forward and delivers an earth-shattering right hook straight to the serpent's throat. Absolute bloody carnage. The blow punched right through its flesh. His pets cheer, but his survival instincts scream that the monster is not dead yet. The fallen beasts actually fused, sporting a serpent's head, an armored shell, and a bladed tail. It is a horrifying demonic chimera. System sirens start blaring wildly. The legendary beast, Xuanwu, has officially entered the battlefield. A disaster-level threat has awakened, and it immediately tries to eat our protagonist. But hold on. Artist? Why on earth is his butt completely exposed in this epic armor? Seriously, bro, this ultimate divine gear literally left his cheeks unprotected. What kind of terrible armor design is this? His mental link warns him that this abomination is a mimic stealing other powers. Before he can process this, he is forced to block a deadly ambush. The sheer force knocks him back. This cowardly boss has absolutely zero martial arts honor. No sweat, though. With his ridiculously overpowered stats, no monster in this zone can match his raw power. Charging back in, he trades heavy blows and perfectly snipes one of the serpent heads. A massive shockwave detonates across the lake, and boom, the legendary chimera goes down. The system dings, rewarding. Instantly the fusion breaks, and his 3 monster girls pop out. Oh, that totally explains the weirdly exposed armor design. Mystery solved. The major drawback: that ultimate fusion completely drained Lin's mana pool, leaving him gasping while his summons support him. What a rough grind. His loyal pets scold him, banning him from using that risky fusion again. Our boy is absolutely completely spent. But hey, quest cleared. He finally returns to the guild hall to lock in his class advancement. As a beast tamer, all his new passive skills focus on keeping him alive, while his pets do all the heavy lifting. He scores 2 whole minutes of invisibility and a 10-meter flash step. Plus, his overpowered system drops some extra broken abilities. His ultimate system perk, a 1-hour shared vision link with his summons flawless mental telepathy and an unbreakable perception shield epic. The poor girl suddenly realizes he totally threw her under the bus as perfect enemy bait. He ruthlessly snatches the perception shield skill, though honestly grabbing shared vision would have been way smarter. Or maybe relay telepathy. Wait, his summons literally never leave him anyway. Bam, the new sneaky skill successfully implants. Wow, checking his base stats without fusion, our guy is completely starving for power. He is rocking a measly 6,800 strength. After shamelessly hoarding skill books like a goblin, Kant's military academy time. The epic school arc finally begins as they instantly teleport over. To avoid unwanted spotlight, he only leaves the tiny ant chilling on his shoulder. The rest are way too flashy. Bam, teleportation complete. His chubby bro instantly ambushes him, demanding massive burgers. Our confused hero just laughs. Hey, what is up, squad? Why are you guys here? The chubby bro dramatically declares they blindly enrolled just to aggressively follow him around. Sudding totally agrees. She fiercely vows absolute loyalty, while Changel desperately clings to his leg, crying that our hero is never adventuring alone again. The ultimate clingy squad is formed. Cut to the hotel room where Lin profoundly regrets everything. The chubby bro snores like a dying tractor. Suddenly, his loyal pets proudly announce a genius solution. Honestly, I expected them to just act as fluffy living earmuffs. Nope, they summon a high-level isolation barrier. Meanwhile, the jealous phoenix violently clings to our hero, screeching that master is totally hers. The senior summons angrily tackle the fiery bird, demanding she chill out. Respect the hierarchy, newbie, you arrived last. A hilarious summon brawl erupts until our hero warmly group hugs them. He promises to protect everyone loudly, suggesting they just take turns. They gratefully thank Master